Let's get ready to rumble!
At last.
The king's back and the throne's mine. The future's here and it's my time. Straight shot, going for the head with it. Take his head off and say that I did it. Good riddance. Say hi to the bad guy, I'm back in business. If you took what's mine, I'm back to get it. There's nothing you can do, I'm back with vengeance. Now turn me loose. Now turn me loose.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? And just represent for the Gray Pill Podcast. We're gonna have a great conversation here. Appreciate the man tomorrow. I have to apologize because I had this scheduled for last night to do a conversation for actually after the Do Better podcast because I pretty much mod for them, put in the work over that end. So I was going to plan on doing it about this live stream about I think 11 or 12ish, about 11 o'clock. I was laying in bed, feeling comfortable, and I was like, look, I'm just going to stay in bed. So that's pretty much was my response to that. So I do apologize. I did have it pre-scheduled prep for the conversation for 12 o'clock in the afternoon, but unfortunately, I just felt like life a little bit too better for me, just being very comfortable in the bed. So I set it for 12, and I next ended up setting it for here now at 3 o'clock. So we are here. But so because of that, I will actually do another stream later about 6 or 8 o'clock just for a casual reaction video. So how about that? Catch me outside. So just to get the introduction, anything out the way, I appreciate everybody for coming on through. If you are new, definitely hit the subscribe button, all that good stuff. And definitely hit the all bell notification because what happens is YouTube will actually unsubscribe you and play a little funny game. So make sure you keep track on that. All right. So let's get it.
For those that's listening out there in the YouTube universe, shout out to Great Pill Podcast. Go holler at him. Hell yeah. Give him a like and subscribe. Go view his channel if you will. Courtesy of Classic Lights.
For all your Spanish watchers and viewers, Telemundo, Univision, Galavisión. Hola, buenos días, buenas tardes y buenas noches, damas y caballeros. Por favor, suscriben, gusten y por favor compartir este canal de YouTube. Cualquier parte del mundo donde están ahorita, por favor. Familia, amigos o socios de trabajo, lo que sea, por todo el mundo, por favor, suscriben al canal del Grey Pill Podcast, el Pastilla Gris, por favor. Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias. Appreciate that, Marcus. All right, so I wanted to have this conversation last week because Theo, goes by the name of the Do Better Podcast, has a very interesting and very entertaining channel over there, and he drops a lot of gems of explaining just content creation. Last time, I think maybe a year ago, he was doing something about just explaining details about the thumbnails, content creation overall. How to, for subscriber viewership, all the good stuff. A lot of people's trying to figure out with their channel when you're coming up. And a lot of stuff he was saying was very factual and a lot of stuff I wasn't aware of. So I was like, hey, let me dive in on this and try to figure this out too. So let me see here. Sorry, I thought something's wrong with the phone. So something was coming up. So hey, well, let me invest the time out to do a reaction of this because this time around, this would make his third time, but this time he did a membership where he's actually sharing the information, pretty much like a Q&A type thing. He pretty much wasn't trying to focus on just talking about content creation, but a lot of people was asking general conversations about content creation, what it took about the channel, what you had to do with the Explore. And I thought it was very interesting to have that conversation. So I took the time out, did all his timestamps on that membership, and I took the time out to actually react to a lot of it. So I said, hey, I'll have the conversation over here. So I just want to give his flowers for his channel. So I appreciate him for doing a great and awesome job for his channel. But let's share his channel out right here. Let me blow this up. So, but let me take it back. Let me take this back. So we give like some more context to his channel and what he pretty much brings to the table, and which I try to explain to other people about what different niches is out there when it comes to your channel, because a lot of people get kind of confused and off the rails a little bit, like what they want to do with their channel. They think because you're stuck in one space, you need to do what everybody else needs to do. You don't really need to do that. You just can find your own way out there. And YouTube is like over 1 trillion large. It's always growing very vastly. So you just need to understand that. Hey, Inky, appreciate you. If you want to stick around for the conversation, we're going to talk about content creations and what you can do to add some more value to your channel, to help you grow your channels, viewership, and all that good stuff. So this is pretty much what we're going to have the conversation on. So, yeah, this is the Do Better podcast. He just currently reached 70.8K subscribers. I'm sure behind the scenes, it probably show a little bit large number, but as we currently see, his subscribers is 70,000.8K subscribers, 492 videos. All right. So all his bunch of shorts, his videos, he pretty much do a lot of reactions to like, Kendra G, some other topics, pretty much just fun entertainment, but also reactioner, mostly reactions to a lot of stuff. Corey Hager, some videos with certain stuff that may be touching in base a little bit of the manosphere, some stuff, you pretty much have it from there. So that's pretty much the basis of, his channel. If you want to correct me on some of it, he's more than welcome to do so. So pretty much anything that's trending out there, that's pretty much the basis of it. So that's pretty much for the most part of it, right? So let's get back to the reaction. So this is pretty much where he had the Q&A with Coop for us. I pretty much spoke to him about if having the conversation, just reacting to it. He was perfectly fine with that because information is free. But unfortunately, a lot of people don't want to hear the information that you give freely out there. So somebody who listens to understand the actual information, that's fine. If not, that's fine too. You can't. Everybody's not able to receive especially the free information. Because a lot of people that does content creation, especially big content creators, they actually charge you a large amount of fees. Like, and I'm just naming people off the top of the head, Lead Attorney, some other guys, is very positive influences out there, because when you do that a lot, it's like you want to get paid for your time, right? So, which is nothing wrong with that. So I have a bunch of timestamps here. I might scroll it down, but come on. All right, so I have a bunch of timestamps here, so I want to make sure I got the way. So we're gonna get the first one.
Questions can we ask?
Hey, what's going on, Tommy Temper? We had this conversation before. We saw about content creations and growing the channel. So, if you want to chime in the conversation a little bit, because I know you add a lot of value to this conversation too, just for the content creation and YouTube growing your channel versus chats, thumbnails, viewerships, sponsorships, all that. So, just pretty much we're going to touch bases on this a little bit. And this is a content creator at 70K, less than 8 months, who grew his channel and 70K subscribers. And so that's pretty much going to have her from there. Appreciate you, Brittany V, for chiming on in. So, she says, oh, wow, alive. Happy month. Yeah, I was planning on doing it earlier, like a little bit after Do Better was done with the stream, but I like my sleep. So I stayed in bed a little bit later, finally got up, watched some stuff, get myself waked up a little bit, and then say, hey, let me change the schedule again to 12. Didn't have time, so I changed it to 3. So here we are for the conversation. And then I will definitely do another one later on, later this evening, probably like 6, 7, or 8, maybe 6s, to go over something and just have like a good little conversation about that. All right, so let's get it.
Bro, it ain't no. I mean, don't be asking my birth, my social security number, no shit like that. But yeah, man, I don't know, bro. Whatever y'all had to ask, man. I don't know if it was YouTube creation, if it's wanting to know, I don't know, questions about me. Theo, pineapples, yeah, pineapples are nay. Yeah, I rock with pineapples, man. I rock with pineapples, bro. That whole pineapple in pizza, pineapple goes on pizza, in my opinion. I'm with it.
I ain't gonna lie, that's the first disagreement I have with Do Better. I don't do pineapple. I'm like the plain Jane. I don't do pineapples on top of my pizza. Sorry, dude. Sorry, Theo. I can't do it, man. I like mine's extra sauce, the cheese, and pepperonis. That's as far as it goes with my pizza. I don't know if y'all pizza lovers out there, but that's the far it goes with my pizza. Simple as that. No extra. Super plain Jane.
Salute to Lazy Bone, punk ass over here. Don't ask man with his ass. Yeah, just don't like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, what's your social security? You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Other than that, man, yeah, I don't know. So yeah, it don't matter to me. Theo, the Motor City, you fuck. Dave said, man, I don't know, bro. Whatever y'all had to ask, man. I don't know what soundboard are you using, bro. I use the Stream Deck Elgato. And what I figured out is that I tried to do it on StreamYard and figured out it didn't work. It's something about using the Shure microphones with the Stream Deck Elgato that it doesn't work. So I had to switch from a physical soundboard into a virtual one, which probably will actually make it a lot easier, bro, because I have Elgato Stream Deck. Let's see here. I'll go ahead and let's see. Give me 1 second. I'll show it.
Yeah, while he's pulling it up, just options for everybody out there, because I know a lot of people go ahead and like try to figure out, like, overthink things, like, you know, your mic, your camera, your stuff like that. Like, when me personally, when I first started out, for I'm gonna say 2 years. 1 year I was on somebody else's platform helping out with their channel, and when I came on, I guess you want to say across the pond a little bit on the nerd sector of YouTube, I was pretty much on their platform as a guest. All I had was just my cell phone. That's all I had. I had my cell phone up, propped to the side, because if you see certain people that have, you can tell when it's a cell phone. They have their cell phone up, and you see all this dead black space on both ends. That's pretty much what you could tell that's a cell phone. Me, I had my cell phone, I had it turned to the sides. I had to like the quote unquote, more presentable angles. And that's pretty much all I used the whole time. So that's just for camera. But since we're talking about soundboards, he's going to give an example of just one far as the pricing goes. You can look those up anywhere. But for me, for a soundboard goes, what is like one of these right here? Like, when far as starting out, I pretty much had this. That's what I had. And then this was like literally my little soundboards. I had like 4 options. And then if you're playing around with StreamYard, because StreamYard is actually starting out to be like the newest and simplest way for us, like add sounds and stuff like that for effects. All you do for StreamYard, because I know he's learning StreamYard because he always used OBS. Right now he's using StreamYard, but all you need is just pretty much like, hey, let me screen record something. And when you screen record, it gives you 2. It gives you the video and it gives you the audio. And then you upload it into StreamYard, but StreamYard gives you an option. You can do the audio part, but it gives you option like how many per section. And then let's say if you get 10, then you can open up another section there and do it again. So it's like a rinse repeat, but you can actually add in your audio. But if you don't want to clip certain things that you see, let's say somebody have a special saying on their channel, or you see something pretty cool, like, oh, I want that as a sound bite, screen record it. You can chop it up if you want to, but if you want to time it right, if you're screen recording it, screen record from the beginning to the end. It'll give you 2, the video clip of it and the audio clip of the sound bite, and just upload the audio part of it in your StreamYard, and you're fine. You can do that with Restream and other platforms that have that option for adding audio in there. And that can be your quote unquote sound board or sound bite on StreamYard. But what he's going to do is pretty much give you an example of the same thing, but you can add those into your sound boards. Okay. Oh, and there's another option too. So if you don't know how to screen record, there's free apps for that. Also, they have like if you see people already have like clipped out videos and stuff that's set like in shorts or something else, you can just download the whole video or download the short of it and just turn it into MP4, excuse me, the MP3 format of it, and you have your audio. Okay, so that's just another option out there for you. And remember, there's like free, simple apps out there for you, so you don't have to overthink it.
And yeah, I figured this could be. I figured I'd get this an hour or two. I didn't think you guys had that many questions for your boy. And then I might drop the link too. That's another reason why I did it on stream. Oh, excuse me, on StreamYard. All right. So am I sharing my screen now? Yes, I am sharing my screen. So this is what I have. This is the Elgato Stream Deck. This is the big boy. This is the one that's 250 that has the 32 keys on it. But then you can also get the smaller version that has the 15 keys. And then there's another one in between 15, 30, 32 is the big one, but it's another one in between. I don't know where it's at. Oh no, 15 keys, the medium one. Then there's a smaller one that has like 4 keys on it. This is what I use for my soundboard, the Elgato Stream Deck. They're $250 a piece for the big one, and that's what I use. I got 3 of them though. So yeah, my shit is a bit ridiculous. So there's
Hey, do better. Let me know if you got 3s. Let me know about that 12 and 32. Make some deals out there. Because I saw a price like 100. That'd be a good little price. Hey, appreciate you, Big D. Appreciate you. Thank you for coming on through.
Is that? But yeah, that's what I use, man. I use the soundboard Elgato Stream Deck. The Elgato Stream Deck can be used for a lot of things. It's a multifunction unit. It can be used for tons of things, into your stream, hotkeys and shit like that. I just use mine, just my soundboard. That's it, Samir. Theo, do you Theo don't like guacamole? What's going on, MOP?
You're losing me now. You said you don't like guacamole. Guacamole is very healthy, sir. Guacamole is very healthy. Soundboard, what's the next one? Okay, cool.
Just as I'm driving home right now.
Oh, sorry.
How did you get the name of the podcast? Hello, how did I get the name of the podcast? That's a great question. I mean, I could just kind of picked it. I don't really have anything specific for that. That's a good question, Janessa. I just kind of picked it. I remember leaving a comment on that dude named Dave. I remember leaving a comment on his channel one time, and because I remember Dave started his channel. I remember Dave went for like 1,000 subscribers to like 3,000 in like the next week. And I remember I hadn't started my channel yet, and I was like, man, that was kind of one of the things. So I'll never forget. Dave said, "Did you remember this too?" I don't know where the video at. I wish I can go back and find it. I would have to go through Dave's catalog, but pretty much I left a comment on that dude named Dave's page over a year ago, way before I started my channel. And I said, "The Do Better podcast coming soon." And Dave said he remembered that. I left it from my personal YouTube page. And yeah, I don't know. I just kind of came up with the name. I think if anything, if I could take it back, I would probably try to shorten it a little bit because the Do Better podcast with Theo Cooper is kind of a long name. I asked to change it a few months ago. That's Lazy Bone Punk ass right there. I wanted to change it a few months ago.
Oh, he's talking about his cat. Just let everybody know. I know he mentioned it a second time, but he's talking about his cat. Pretty much, if you're a fan or supporter of his channel, everybody pretty much know he got a cat by the name of Lazy Bone. So he pretty much like jerk around and mess around with the cat. But yeah, he's talking about his cat.
And y'all told me access denied. So yeah, there's that.
Yeah, and this is pretty much just me explaining to other people just to give them an example of how names of your channel and stuff like that, how it come up. You really don't have to overthink it. If it sticks, it sticks. If you start in the beginning and you just say, "Hey, I'm whatever your name is," right? If you just want to be that type of person, and down the line when you're figuring out and learning your channel, and it's never feel like discouraged, like, oh, I want to rebrand. I mean, I want to change my whole name, or I want to start something whole from scratch. There's nothing wrong with that. You're perfect. You're obligated to do that. Okay. There's nothing wrong with it. I still have a bunch of notes and drawings of just for the Grey Pill podcast when I started out. Yeah, I know, man. They love that cat. When I first heard, I was like, why do you just keep talking about something? I didn't know what it was. She was like, "Oh, the cat." I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah." But they love the cat. They bring up the cat more than they actually mention you. Like, hey, Lazy Bone. Everybody's like, "Yeah, Theo, get the video playing." So that's funny. but I still have like a bunch of notes and drawings. Like when I was talking about my name, and like I'm a type of person like that overthink things like far as perfection goes. So I still have a bunch of doodles. Like when I came up with the name, the Gray Pill Podcast, I was gonna do something else. I was actually gonna just do my name, like because like the motto is of the under the name is everything's not black and white. There's gray in the middle. So I was like, okay, well, gray areas, gray pill. Only like three people thus far in the few years that I've been here, just slowly grinding in this and on just YouTube. Period. Uh, the Canadian space. One guy by the name of Canadian Unfiltered, the only guy, never said anything to him, never hinted to my channel, never promoted my channel. He's the only guy that understood, like, oh, the Gray Pill Podcast. That must mean the gray area of conversation. Just that alone. He didn't get triggered by the logo and all this stuff. Just that alone, I say, oh, this is a gentleman that got some brains. This is a gentleman that got some sense. So I say, okay, touche, good sir, touche. But yeah, so pretty much I had one idea for the name, and I just like the Gray Pill Podcast. And I'm saying with him, like even now, like I want to shorten it, but I know that the Gray Pill Pod might be a thing. Just cut off the cast part because everybody pretty much understands it's a podcast, so it might just be the pod part, just for the extra to shorten the character letters for me, you know. So I'll just do that. But I have like a lot of doodles and drawings, even how I sketched out the name, how I wanted to look. Like it took me like a week, like how I wanted to look, the writing. I even watched other people's content to see how they did their banners, how they did their names. It was one content creator. I kind of modeled it a little bit behind his. He goes by the name of Armand Wiggums. Like it's a little bit similar, just the character letters, because he has like Armand Wiggums. He has his image in the middle, and he has like something else like Armand Wiggums, and it's like the show, how that formulated. But for me, I took like little nuances from that. So it was like the gray, instead of the actually spelling the pill, just put instead of my picture in the middle, I just put the pill and the podcast, and then took it from there. And then another content creator by the name of Jedi Mike 7 that actually talk about movie news and reviews dealing with like Marvel, cinematic films, any films like that, comics, stuff like that. He actually did my logo that you can see on the top right corner. So, but I did the logo for us like, hey, let me just put the pills around there. Let me get the capsule in the middle. Let me put GP and I actually put that there because a lot of people like, I'll introduce my name all the time when I hop on platforms like, hey, my name is Angelus. My name is Angelus. But they'll see the logo, they'll see the name at the bottom, the channel. So I would get all these different nicknames. Like one space, they just all call me Gray. Another space, they would just say GP. Another space would just say Gray Pill. People that don't know me, like respectful, like professional channels, they'll just say, hey, here's the Gray Pill Podcast. And when they say it enough, they'll be like, oh, what's your name? Then they will work on trying to remember my name. So I'm like, as long as you don't call me out my actual name, we're good to go. So I don't care if you call me GP, Gray. So the logo, I did the capsules around. I actually which is like I said, overthinking, right? Overthinking. I actually felt like I put it in clockwork order because there are certain sectors out there on YouTube. There's the red pill, there's the black pill, pretty much detecting the first two. Then the red and blue, then the black. Then there's of course a purple. Then there's a white. Then there's a pink, all signifying different ideas. So that's pretty much what I left them there for, and I felt like I put them in a little symbiotic little order for a reason. And then the GP, of course, was like the name, then the capsule, like gray and white. And then I left it like that for months. So Jedi Mike, when he did my logo, he was showing examples like how I can make it a little bit more appealing. So that's where he got the whole circle, the outer aura, everything's in the middle. And I was like, that's even look better. So I just left it there and I kept it. So, and far as branding, we'll talk about that. So that's pretty much where that is a quote unquote brand of the Great Pill Podcast. So I left it right there. Now, if something changes in the future, that's a whole different story. But for right now, that is me. I am it. That's pretty much a representation of this channel. But yeah, that's pretty much how I came up with mine. But I have like a lot of drawings, a lot of doodles, pages on pages, still held like, ideas of how I came up with the name, what I drew and what I wrote about. So that's pretty interesting. And yeah, Just don't. Again, I'm an overthinker of certain things, but if it comes and it sticks, and that's what most people is calling you that, and you want to move forward, that give like more like a personality of yourself, then yeah, I suggest go ahead and do that. And that's pretty much what I think. Do better here. Theo is saying too. That's pretty much what happened with him. And but only difference is instead of people giving him that, it just popped out in his head. So that's cool points for him.
Let's see. Let me go back to the chat here. Let's see. What's going on, Cat Mama? Let's see. Let's see. Where am I at? I want to make sure I don't miss any questions. Where did I go? Is it stressful? Jesus. Let's see. Where did it? Okay, there we go. Okay. I'm trying to make sure I get them in order. Theo, we're gonna hear more of Tariq roast. Shit is going. Yeah, I gotta play more of it, man. I played them before, Trayvon. Before you started coming, why would you go on trick question 10 plus sounds? Why would you go on a panel with Kendrick G? No. I got a feeling Kendrick G. I don't think I was gonna say I think Kendrick G.
I don't even know why he asked that question. I'm not hating on him for the questions because I know it's like a Q&A, and this is just Theo. I don't even know why he even asked that question. As much as you do reactions of Kendrick G, and at the same time, you literally have self-respect for yourself. I'm like, why would he even go on Kendrick G? Like for what? Unless I can see if she like that whole it was a reaction of a panel of ladies. Unless she saw your content enough and said, hey, this might be good content and business move because of your numbers and stuff like that. Let me invite you over to quote unquote like an interview or have you over. I can see you doing maybe possibly doing that, but you just hopping on Kendrick D to do like a was it a Kendrick cam? I have not seen that. Like I feel like I seen you so much and how you interact off the camera and on camera to the point like that would be an instant no. I do not see you coming on Kendrick G to do a Kendrick cam. Like that don't make any sense. And I'll at the ending, if anybody stick around, remind me, I would tell you a funny story. You know what? I gotta do it because there's weird people on the internet. There's weird people on the internet. I was gonna tell a story like a platform I was on by mistake and I got tried like that, but nah, we ain't gonna never do that. But yeah, I can't see you on Kendrick. I never can see your Kendrick G unless she's invite you personally for like a casual conversation. But I think she may watch you because maybe the numbers or whatever, and you can tell in the algorithm. So, but yeah, I think she watches you. I think she watches you. She just do her own thing.
Doesn't know who I am, but she likely does. She probably like to fight me because I be talking so much shit on Kendrick G. 10 plus, salute to you, bro. Let's see. What's going on, Sheila? I see you, Pooh Man. Theo, how do you start a channel on a budget? What should I get first? See now, Derek, you my guy, Derek, but this is mad at you, Derek. Derek, you asked me this shit over.
Hey, before he get into him, I agree to everything and how this literally me 100%. 100%. So I'm gonna let him get his off and explain to his reason for this, and then I'll get my insight, and we can just move on.
Doesn't know who I am, but she likely does. She probably like to fight me because I be talking so much shit on Kendrick G. 10 plus, salute to you, bro. Let's see. What's going on, Sheila? I see you, Pooh Man. Theo, how do you start a channel on a budget? What should I get first? See now, Derek, you my guy, Derek, but this is mad at you, Derek. Derek, you asked me this shit over a year ago, and I've told you this, bro. I've told you this. How do I start a channel on a budget? What should I get first? Derek, we've been over this, man. You just need the basics, bro. To start a channel, you just need the basics. You don't have to spend a lot of money, bro. You don't have to spend a lot of money.
Yeah.
I told you guys my entire setup cost me, and looking back on my entire setup, if you guys go look at my old videos, I was in a different room when I was recording. It had the hustle hard picture in the back. I spent everything that I spent in my entire setup. I'm talking computer, lights, everything. On that entire setup cost me $1,500. Now, a third of that was my.
All right, while he get into it, mine was like a quarter of that. But let's continue. But that's literally a good number. Mine was like a quarter of that.
Computer. So my computer was $500. So you don't have to spend. Looking back on it, here's what I would do. Looking back on it, I wouldn't even spend $1,500.
Correct.
This is a Shure microphone. This microphone costs $250. I would buy a good ass microphone. My webcam that I use, I don't even use expensive cameras, people. I still have not yet to buy an expensive camera. I use a $150 webcam. So we had $400. And then I would get some type of ring light, put you another $50. That's $450. And you're going to need something to record, whether it be your phone or something to edit your software on. So you're going to need a computer. I'm sure we all got old computers. I originally started doing mine on my $500 laptop that I bought, which looking back on it, I wouldn't even have bought it because it was a poor machine. Because what I ended up doing anyway was I was having so many problems with that brand new computer. I ended up just using my regular desktop that I had in my home previously. I've upgraded since then, but I had a $200 desktop that I had for years. I was live streaming on that and all that kind of shit. So yeah, that's what I would do, man. Get you and you don't even have to start off with expensive microphone. You can start off with a $50 USB
That's
mic.
true.
That's what I always told people. But looking back on it, I would get a good microphone, a decent camera. Like I said, microphone and camera. We had $400 plus another $50 for a ring light and some type of tablet or device where you can edit your software, bro. You don't have to spend.
Correct.
You could probably get going. I'm sure we all got at least a computer at home already. You could probably get going, man, with less than $500, bro.
Yo, you know what's the crazy part is? He's 100% around that, but let's just say me, because you know I am like the cheap one. Hey, what's up, Canadian? Appreciate you for coming on through. We pretty much chop it up and talk about content creations, like the value of YouTube. If you are a content creator, you know, how do you add more value to yourself? You know, gain a sub, viewers, all that good stuff. We're pretty much doing a reaction to Q&A, the Do Better podcast. He's at 70,000 subscribers, less than 8 months, with about 492 videos of content that he produced. So shout out to him and success. So he done 2 videos before explaining in very detail, which I thought was the best one, but this one's pretty much a more Q&A summed up. So it's pretty much from there. So but yeah, but if y'all have any basic questions for me, just content creation, just questions overall, reacting to this in the chat, like Inky just did, I'm addressed. Definitely bring it up. Any comments, complaints, concerns, bring it up, and we'll all just chop it up. Shout out to Big D. Big D says, I guess it's early. It's like, yeah, I messed up the first time I called you. Yeah, it's all good. I don't even, like I said, when it comes to that, I don't even take it personally. I see some people like, because I know like I spelt it Grey. And that's fine. And I know most people say Gray. And I'm like, okay, then that's like if you're addressing me, then I might be a little bit like, yeah, because I'm a little low-key pissed, so I might poke the bear and just like, you know, put EY, and then I'll still respond to you with respect, and then just let it go from there. Shout out to Inky. Inky said, Gray, what's the logo on your hat? It's pretty much like this, just a regular cat, but it has like meaning behind it. It's a buddy of mine that I knew. I consider him like an actual brother. I knew him for like years. We pretty much had like a lot in common back in the day, and we just been the best of friends ever since then, and like the best friends. But he, like a lot of people was calling him the first on certain things. So it's like 01, but instead he's actually he dubbed himself 00, which is the quote unquote probably the number before 01. So he's like the first. He goes by APOC 00, and we just call him APOC for short, but we know he's like significantly like the first. So for some reason, like I had the hat and I actually got it like that. It's like pretty much like a you know, representation of him, and just like, okay, in order for you to be the first, like quote unquote, be a leader or some kind of role model, you got to act the part too. So that's pretty much how I got it, and I just kept it. But yeah, but I'm definitely gonna get one with the logo and the merch on the hat and the beanie, because I just love. I'm a whole fan of beanies and caps. That's pretty much the jersey in me. Shout out to Theo, said then you upgrade equipment once YouTube start. Exactly, but that's what we're gonna get to though. That's what we're gonna get to. So again, my budget, because again, like I said, and I'm not gonna like put myself down and put him up. So I'm sure like Theo probably got the money to do it. But if you don't have the money to do it, I see this all the time, right? So if I still have my old laptop, it's like in the other room hooked up to like I got DJ speakers, so I just have it there, and it's like it may take I even had it fine-tuned, I think like 6 months, a year ago. So it'll do the downloading and do the editing, but it takes some time because it acts like a dinosaur, so it slowly log on and load up. But I just literally leave it there for like just playing music, or it has like the CD slot. So I still have a bunch of my CDs. I don't do a lot of downloading. If I do, it's pretty much a whole nother in here. But all my old CDs, because I had them like for like custom CDs, underground CDs. Anybody that's like a fan of like real music, guys is like on the block or around like events actually made, you know, studio recordings actually burnt their own CDs. Those are the CDs I still have, so I'm not throwing those away. So I'm like, hey, I got the CD slot in my old laptop hooked up to the DJ speakers, and I'll play those, or I listen to music on YouTube that's like playing like 24/7 in another room. That's what I use that for. But he's 100% right. That's what I was using for my editing. But for here, I invested $200 to $300 for my gaming laptop because I wanted my if you're gonna do anything, I prefer you actually invest more money, but we'll get to that later. If this is what you have now, I invested $200 to $300 for my gaming laptop because a gaming laptop has a better processor, more power to do what it needs to do, and you really don't have to go out the way and upgrade it that quick. Then later on, what I had before, like I said, I had my cell phone. But here's something again. Now they do have options out there on YouTube where they say, hey, like for example, you can stream through StreamYard on your phone, right? Restream and all that stuff. Also, you can stream through Prism. It's like another version of OBS. You can do that on your phone also. Now, as far as the editing goes, with OBS, you can actually record as you're streaming. So that's another function that OBS has. You can do that with your phone. But if, let's say, for example, if you just live streaming on your phone, you can do that. But if you always want to come back and do the editing of it, you can do that on your phone too. But unfortunately, you're taking a lot of memory from your phone. So you're going to be doing a lot of work. But if you really about that grind, I'm showing you like the ghetto version of this. If you're streaming only from your phone, you don't have a laptop, you don't have anything to edit on your phone, record from your phone, go to your local library, download, and have like a removable hard drive, and you can do that. You can go to a friend's house and use their laptop computer if they're allowing you to do it. But again, understand timing and consistency. So if you're going to always stream on your phone, go to the library, do all that, that's a lot of time in your hand, especially if you're trying to pump out content. And then if you're going to friends and doing that, that's a lot of time too, because sometimes, I don't get friends or family, they're going to always allow you to use their personal stuff all the time because you're like living on their computer. And some people take that personally. So just want to let you know about that one. Also, for mics, I have, which I had earlier in my earlier content, so the PC was like $200 to $300. It's the Asus Vivo Book. You can check that out. The Book 17. And then that was the PC. And then for as the mic goes, again, just like a combo, if you just buy the actual, look up podcast starter, what's this? The Mano. But if you just look up the Mano or you just look up podcast starter kits, they'll give you automatically have the soundboard. You have the function here for 2 mics. Here, 2 mics. Other options if you want to plug your cell phone to it for other sounds, headphones. You got your soundboard. You got the volume control. You even got like little noise makers. You even got something where you can change the audio of your voice of your phone. Sound like a baby, a kid. So that's pretty much like the starter kit that I had. It comes with a mic. It comes with this. You can have your phone. You're good to go. Or this is automatically plugged into your laptop. So this cost me about $70. This is with the mic and this, and it the wires together. This was $70. All right. Now the mic, this is another one I got separately. This is the baby, the gold mic. Everybody always be watching me see. I'm gonna hook up that. So this was the gold mic. Sometimes I had it here, I had it over here, I had it here, I had it over the place. This is a compressor mic. Okay, look into that. That cost me about $17-20. But when I had this, because it's a compressor mic, you're normally supposed to have the cushion on top of it. But at the same time, how you adjust your volume settings, as long as you're not too close to the mic or too far back and sounding just right, you really don't need the cushion for that. Okay, that's one option. But it cost me, and it came with the stand, the arm, that everything that come with it, and little extra pieces. It was like $17 to $20. All right. Then I had my baby, the first one, the Yeti, because they got 3 versions of Yeti. They got the little mini Yeti, they got a little miniature size Yeti, and they got the fat boy Yeti, and it comes like 3 colors. I seen it in the blue, the turquoise, and the black. and I think there's another color, but I've seen the main three. The Yeti for me, I have the big boy one. That is my go-to all the time. If something happens with the sound, whatever, I can take it wherever. I can press the button and just unmute myself. There's a game knob. There's adjustable levels to it, like which direction the speak to it. You can have it one surrounding, you want to have to you. That cost me, the Yeti, the big one, cost me I'm gonna say $70 plus tax in Radio Shack. Okay. And if you want to get the year subscription, definitely do that. Okay. So again, cell phones started first, or they got like little GoPros and stuff like under $100. But again, you're trying to get the bang for your buck. So look at each one. Do not overthink it. Cell phone is number one. If we're talking about editing and stuff you need to do, definitely a laptop is number two. I say $200 to $300 out your pocket. You have to invest in it. Then your mics. You have to look into your mic. Yeti for me personally, Yeti is always going to be the go-to for everything. That's me personally. Get your Yeti. Yeah, get your blue Yeti. You can have it like toward you, near you, however you want to position it. But it's very great when starting out. There's no settings or download. Just plug up your Yeti into your your laptop, desktop, PC. You're good instantly. But now, like Do Better said, if you want to upgrade, if you got a little bit more money, you say, hey, well, I have my laptop. I want to invest, like myself. Next year, I want to invest into an actual professional PC, like the Alienware gamer desktops. I want to invest like at least $2,000 to $5,000 into a better computer, because it doesn't make any sense for me personally. It doesn't make any sense for me to add extra $200 to $300 every other 6 months or every year, when if I can invest $2,000 to $5,000 into an actual desktop that I'm going to get, that will last 5 years. I really want to do any real maintenance on it for like 3 to 5 years. I already have its updates. Anything I want to customize to it, the tower's already self-built. Everything's there. Okay. Anything else, just like 3 to 5 years later, will just be little hits and misses. And then let's just say if I'm traveling, I can take this gaming laptop with me, and I still have everything there from the beginning. I can still either do content or streaming and editing from the house and put everything home base. So that's my budget. So Coopad did, Theo did, like he said, about 1,500. I'm saying 300 for the laptop, 60, 70 for the Blue Yeti. If you're just starting out with a camera, and the Logitech for me, this is my camera right here, the Logitech. The Logitech for me was, I want to say $100. I'm gonna be fair, I'm gonna say $100. But also, again, use your brain, use the sense right here. If you can't afford it and you already have like a Samsung's right now actually beating Apple with the camera quality, I'm just going to be honest. In the beginning, I was really loving Apple. I never said this out loud because it was always a battle between Apple and Android phones. Back in the day, Apple really did have like really, really good camera qualities on their phones. Even people was using it for filmmaking, which was crazy scary. People was actually using Apple phones to actually develop movie films with it and edit from it. It was really good. But somehow and Samsung actually went to just raise the bar on top of their camera quality. So that's the differences. But you can use your Apple or your Android as a camera. If you already have it and just have the recording, you can actually have your phone plugged up to your PC and use your phone as a camera. I've seen it. Shout out to Angela Knight. She we had like a whole conversation about that one. So that's another option just for your camera if you can't afford the actual webcam yourself. And there's good quality ones. So check your budget. They actually have they give comparisons. Let's say if you look up cheap mics, cheap quality cameras, cheap, whatever, they have a list and they compare all of it. So in the future, I will be upgrading to another webcam. Might be Canon. It might be some other really great quality cameras along with the PC. So let's go to the comments real quick. Shout out to Big. Big says, Google and YouTube won't support my old network, which is a smart device. Big Dice is screwed until I update it. Yep, that's fair. Shout out to Do Better. Do Better says, I got 20K subs on a 50 USB mic. And exactly, see? And this perfect example right here. Can't overthink it. Just do the content, do what's necessary, and just do the home. Like, just do it. Just do it. Do the homework. Hey, what's going on, Realistic Advice? Appreciate you for coming on through. We're talking about content creation, so this might be a fun topic for you to engage in. Do Better says, don't go broke buying your equipment. Buy what you can afford. Exactly, because it doesn't make any sense. You're going to spend, let's say, if you can't afford it, let's say you put $2,000 into the mics, the lights, the cameras, and all you're doing is panel hopping just to talk smack to other people. What are you doing with your content? You wasted $2,000. Half that money could have been into like a nice little hoopty car to get you back and forth to work. The other 1,000 could have been in your CD account or something, just growing, investing or something. Like, that's weird. Inky says, I use my Samsung phone lately and quality is great. Yeah. Angela Knight, she being sometime in the chat, she same thing. She has hers as a camera. I seen her whole little setup. She has the whole soundboard, everything. It's pretty cool. 5-year equipment, no good for YouTube now. I won't argue that. I will not argue that. It just test everything you have.
And start, Derek, because I've been telling you this shit over a year ago. Let's see, Theo, when you are going to announce your presidential bid, stop, Vlad. Is it stressful keeping us in?
Yeah, this is a good question right here. Is it stressful keeping us entertained daily on YouTube?
Entertained daily. It ain't, I wouldn't say stressful. Stressful is a bit of a word. It just can get annoying. You know what I'm saying? Because I keep it above. I think people tend to be entitled. Like, hey, man, you entertain us. And it's like, some people have to live stream. That's what they do. They have to get up and they have to live stream. And I ain't mad at that, do you? I don't really have to. That's why I figured it out this week. I'm like, dude, why am I doing this like that? But
look, that was me this morning. I had something last night scheduled. I even had like 5 thumbnails. Like, I got 5 thumbnails, 6 different topics, and I had this one. I saw this. I was like, oh, let me react to Coop doing the Q&A. That's pretty cool. I even went and did the timestamp for him. I said, okay, I'm gonna react to this because I think it's pretty cool. Because I seen you do a live one and very detailed. This was like a little bit more condensed, a little bit, just giving basics. So let me just react to that. And here I am. And when I did it for 11 o'clock, I woke up. I was like, I'm not getting paid to do this. I'm not obligated to do this. I'm going back to sleep. I laid back in bed a little bit, like, this is my day off. And then I got up. I was like, well, I did say I was going to do it. Let me just go ahead and do it. And then I rescheduled it for 12. Go ahead and shave and take a shower. Then I look again. I was like, yeah, this ain't going to happen at 12. So I rescheduled for 3, hung out, had some conversation with friends, and that was it. But yeah.
Get it. Is it stressful keeping up entertained? No, not really. I'm one of those people, man, like, I don't have to. What's the most annoying thing to me, in my opinion, as far as live streaming on the daily, is finding content. That's the most annoying thing to me. Like, I
agree to that. That's very annoying to me too. And just for me, I can't speak for Do Better because he got like a steady niche. I'm right now, like, I feel like I have a niche, but I'm like understanding this. I'm working on the balance of the niche because I have a conscience. Like, I feel like when, like, in certain spaces or certain things like reaction or having conversations, I understand like human beings are humans first. But I do understand, like, people, like, when I say on the internet side, on media, mental illness is a real thing. I've seen people, and I'm gonna give an example. I did a reaction of people. I'm like, yo, we're cool on the YouTube side of things. I did a reaction of 2 people having like interviews with each other, and somehow they just jumped in on my chat. They wasn't rude, disrespectful, but then they wanted to, on the back end, I'm seeing messages that they actually wanted to come in on the chat to clarify something they already clarified. And I said, that don't make sense. Let's say, for example, if I interviewed well, one day I hope I do though, Theo. If I interview Do Better podcast, right? Theo, like, talk about his content creation, everything that he discussed, fragments of all of his content, right? And I had like a genuine interview with him, right? And then somebody else said, hey, well, I want to react to, if they're a friend of me and him in the space, and they want to react to me and him having an interview with each other, having a conversation about content creation, whatever the topic could be, why would me and Theo want to jump on to re-clarify something that we already said? It was an honest conversation, genuine conversation between us two. Why would we want to just jump on another person's panel to re-clarify something? I thought that was the weirdest thing ever. So over time, I understand. Like for me, it's just annoying for the content. So I really have to think. I have to think twice about the content and the topics that I have to bring into light for its conversation topic. Like I'm pretty much split on two. On one side, when I do like solos right here, it'd be broken down three. It's like either reaction to honest stuff like this. Second one, I actually like doing interviews with people, having conversation. I interviewed a prostitute. The conversations there. I interviewed Vic BC, a husband, a loving husband, wife for like 20-something years, that actually met on The Sims. The Sim actually met on a Sims game, which I thought was like the coolest story to tell. So I interviewed them to explain like how they met on The Sims, how that relationship worked, how they met, because technically they was in a long distance relationship, how that they met, how they went from there, and they still together. Even they just did a Halloween special, and everything I thought of them from the beginning, it just reaffirmed me every time I see them all the time. Like they just one of the best, fun, loving, goofy couples together all the time. You know what I'm saying? Even when their interactions, it's like they could come at each other, but it's like how fun they come at each other. And another one too. Speak of the devil, Mr. He Said and She Said. That's like a husband and wife dynamic duo. They have like, it's not as slapstick silly as Vic BC, but you can tell just the energy and the vibes, like how they show respect, even if they disagree. It's like weird. So I love interviewing unique people like that for conversation. So I interviewed them, I interviewed prostitute, I interviewed who was it? The famous expat guy by the name of Rike. Travels in the Philippines. He always do breakdowns and news reviews of what's going on and happening in the Philippines all the time. Great person. So I love interviewing those type of unique people. If I could reach out to you and say, hey, would you like to interview or have a conversation? Great. Then I will have that genuine conversation. But it for me, it's just annoying because I have to like really think of the topics to take, because regular people, I break down people on YouTube as regular folks, internet folks, and content creators. This gentleman right here is a content creator. If I react to any of his content, I can't see him taking anything personal except for, hey, this is your opinion of the content. Okay, cool. But even if I was a negative and say, hey, screw his blue shirt, screw his hat, screw his mic, screw that cat in the back, in his mind, he'd be like, okay, well, you just another dumb ninja talking about me, so I don't even care about you. Get yours off. That's how it would go. End of story. Most other people are just so weird out there in the YouTube space. They're like literally just like, I need to come on to reassure, to reclaim. Like, why would you need to do that? That's weird. So I'm very very picky. I'm very anal about pause. I'm very anal about who and what topics I have, because I understand people is people first, and some people don't know how to take positive or just somewhat overall criticism. Even same thing like the what's her name, the Priscilla one, which we was fine with that. We thought it was very entertaining when she did a reaction of my channel twice. Pearly Thing's another one, which I found it weird to me, because I'm like, these people are very big name content creators, but something inside them as a human being obviously triggered to the point where they respond the way they do. Pearly Things responded to my content channel before. Actually, she actually trolled my comments, hazed me on Instagram Reels, which I thought was funny. Real Film Sapien was another one, trolled my comment sections. I thought that was very interesting. So these are big content creators. So obviously I got something about me that actually can trigger or have bigger content creator that supposed to be veterans to actually get a rise or reaction to them. So I'm fine with it. I love it. And now on the other side of the fence, I have group conversations every Tuesday. So I don't like to put my personal views. Let's say I don't like Pearly Things. I made this known. This is my strong buy. I don't like Pearly Things. I don't like the weird red pills like Fresh and Fit, Rolo Tomasi, MLD, Janelle Gordon. I don't like those type of people, because I feel like they are toxic influencers that like to influence spaces out there, which is very, very weird. But I'm not gonna. It's like I'm not gonna bring you into my quote unquote issues with them. So I like to have genuine conversations every Tuesday. I'll pick a topic I feel like everybody can discuss as a group. I prefer a balance of women and men for the genuine conversation, and we have the conversation. Now, one thing I do not allow, because I think me and Coop is big on this one, and I think Coop got less patience than I do. I'm like low key petty, but I'll let the engagement happen for a minute. But if y'all can't get to y'all points under a minute, I'm gonna step in, interject, do our little bells and whistles. Let's get back to the conversation and go from there. So I'm really big on everybody do the round robin, get their thoughts in, and go from there. So that's pretty much how I break it off for this channel for the split. It's pretty much let me react to what I feel is necessary. Let me interview whoever's available for the conversation for me interviewing them. Then let me have a group discussion, men and women, and then take it from there. So that's pretty much how I divide mine, because it's pretty much that's how it goes from there. Shout out to Big Things. There's a lot of garbage out there. People are calling. Yeah, I agree. That's why I'm very picky on what it got to be a representation of me. If I'm just sitting there dogging you out, talking about you're like I said, I'm using an example like Theo, like, oh, F his hat, F his mic, F the cat, F this, like, okay, but he had a lot to say, so you're gonna address the stuff he's saying? No, man, F him. Like, what? That don't make any sense. It's weird. Obviously, that's mental issues. Dubes said, true, bro. So many weirdos in these social media spaces, and if you put it out there on the internet, you're open to get. Yeah, you are. I'm fine with the criticizing part, but when people do the personal, like even with I was debating with somebody about doxing. That might come up a little bit because you had me think about this person in this particular conversation. Like even the doxing thing, somebody was like if you're telling a personal story about you in relation to the town you was in the past, I had a young lady just like, oh my God, you're doxing. So I'm like, what do you mean by that? Because he didn't dox himself. He just said something. He like you mentioned like your time in Japan, right? You serving. This person, somebody said something similar to that in their past, what they did, and the person like, oh, your dox is like he didn't dox himself. All the person said was this is where he was at the time in the past. How's that doxing himself? Like, it's a weird little thing. So weird.
I never get up here with a fear of not being able to say something or, oh man, am I going to be able to entertain?
All right, I just want to call out Do Better for flexing with the Fiji water. All right, most people drink the tap. Not me. Most drink people drop the tap water.
And people like, I'm funny, bro. Like, and I'm not trying to brag or anything like that. It's just it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I've always had the power, the ability to make people laugh, and I can do it without trying. So I don't have to. Again, I don't never written a script for my live streams. I don't do any of that shit. Just turn on the microphone and talk. And usually something funny falls on my mouth. So
and that's literally how I have to give them that, because that's literally how I keep thinking of Abram Preach, because a lot of people always congratulate them on their success, but they always add into their how authentic they are. That's another thing when it comes to content creation. Something I work on, but I think it comes out more for me when I'm in the group environment. You'll notice that, but it never comes out. So that's why I say, hey, I like to do more of, and it's just pretty much me, the building of the content just for me, just doing like a little bit more solo, so be more comfortable in front of the camera. I had this conversation with another person. I would love to like just do like we have conversations all the time where we react to movies and stuff, and I love how we have a great little banter back and forth about certain movies, certain things we'll see content on. So I thought it was pretty cool of us. But just being comfortable with yourself, being genuine, that's pretty much what gravitate a lot of people. You being authentic, genuine. Now, if you were scripting everything, somehow the vibes would be off. But if you're being authentic, like how Theo is one, Abram Preaches another one. I'm trying to think of another one. There's a lot of content creators out there I really like. Oh, Just Trilogic. I know a lot of people don't like how she come off, but again, she's been herself. So obviously over 100, 200 people in her chat interacting, engaging, like how Theo's community in his chat, like it's a reason for that. They're being very authentic. So I'd rather have you being very authentic than being scripted. You could tell a difference.
It's not really, I don't really have that. It's more getting up and then staying motivated to do so when you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? It'd be different if I had to live stream every day just to earn a decent paycheck on YouTube, but I don't have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when it becomes more annoying than anything. Let's see. Whenever I get dumped by a white woman, I'm gonna make a letter to my black brothers. I don't want I definitely be looking for you in the mornings to make our day easy. Oh, yeah, no doubt, bro. What software do you use to make your drops? Or what software? What software do I use to make my drops? I don't use any particular software. Only thing I do, man, I used to do the drops the hard way. Then I figured out a lot easier way to do it. And that's just whatever sound drop you want to make, just use screen recorder, and you record the audio, because screen recorder records obviously the screen, the video, and the audio, but you don't even need audio for drops.
Yeah.
So just do that, and then you edit it up, and then one thing that I have to do for the soundboard is I had to convert it from I have to convert it to MP3. So I use all free websites, bro. I could actually show y'all. I could show you how to make a sound drop right here on the live stream if you want, Pooh, man. Let me know. I can show you how to make one. It's easy.
Before you get into that, what's funny though? I'm gonna add to that, and this is just for gamers. When I started out, because I'm originally on the gamer side, how I was making and I use PlayStation because I'm like, anybody knows me, I'm not a fan of Xbox. I'm just not. I would have it for bragging rights, but I'm just not a fan of Xbox. But PlayStation actually has an app where you can kind of edit the videos that you record within PlayStation. I got so used to that. It was so dumb, easy to use, and so friendly to use. I was like, where's this app for everything else I need to edit my videos on YouTube? I was literally going out my way to see if I can actually get all my videos and put it on PlayStation to edit, because it was so easy. You can literally crop, screen, clip. You can put like certain sections that they have for you up there. It was so easy to use for play. And this is for PlayStation 4. I got so used to that. Now here's the trick. This is what I did. This is where I say you got to be creative with stuff you do, right? So I will find whatever section on the game, screen record it on the game, put it, and then kind of mail it to myself, pull it up on my phone, and then go into YouTube, and that would be my thumbnail. I will custom a thumbnail on the game, put it on my phone, screen crop out that image, and then put it on my YouTube as the image. That's how I was doing my thumbnails when I was editing and doing video games over there. It was so easy, so easy. But here you got to learn everything. Got to learn it all.
Have you checked out that PC consoles? Forget the name of it, but it's a mini a handheld console, but it's PC. I've never checked it out, bro. I've never checked it out. I am going to be switching to, like I said, more than likely a virtual soundboard. Let's see. Let me get a questions. See if I got anything.
Yeah, but be careful with that virtual soundboard though, because anything like virtual like that might glitch out. It's like Bluetooth, right? I don't want to knock off Bluetooth, but it's like if you have a Bluetooth, some interference might kick in. You will never know. I would say look into reviews of anything that you purchase, especially anything wireless. If a friend that you trust say, hey, here's a recommendation for it, and you got the money, buy it. But me personally, I would just say, make sure your money worth anything you're paying for, because there's a lot of stuff I purchased. I still, heck, like I said, and this is maybe me showing my age or whatever. I still have like cassette tapes, Nintendo cartridges, classic shirts, classic shoes, a lot of stuff I still have like 10 years old, never been touched, still look brand new. So it's, same thing with vehicles. If you know how to take care of it, it'll last for a long time.
It's quick hotkeys can use for lighting. Exactly. Mona D's talking about the Stream Deck. It can be used for a ton. I just use mine for straight soundboard, Mona. That's why I got over like 200 almost 300 sounds drops on here. Theo will ride a horse in Detroit as long as it's functioning. Yeah, exactly, bro. I don't care about being fancy, bro. I'm one of those people, man. That I'm gonna always look bummy. But I want people to think I'm bummy. That's kind of my stilo, bro.
All day. That's me right there. And again, just on the content creator, everybody, like I had the what was it? Because I get it, Angela Knight from the other side, where she knows Rolo Tomasi. She's been on whatever podcast. She's been on Fresh and Fit. And here I am, just like a regular guy. I always keep saying just a regular kid from Jersey, broken, busy, ugly. That's just me all day. And I hear I'm just rocking my beanies. I'm in the beanie phase. And then later on, I say, oh, I can get some logos on my beanie. Oh, I can get some logos on my hat. So I'm just still rocking the beanie. And then she's just like, oh, so you and you're a Rolo fan because you got the beanie? I'm like, Rolo? I don't give a crap about a Rolo. I like my beanie. So yeah, it's a thing, man. Everybody just it's a thing.
Don't be stupid like me and buy supercars to floss and hate them because they suck. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I don't know if I told you guys this story. Remember when YouTube had inboxes? I don't even remember that, bro. I've been on YouTube.
How old is this YouTube? Because I had YouTube when I had 2000.
Since 2007 as like a personal account. Like my personal account goes back to 2007. I was still in the military living in Japan, but I just think, man, if I would actually been making content back then, bro, I'd be a millionaire right now, bro. Let's see. Yeah, man, it's funny. I tell this story, bro. I've been thinking about I can actually upgrade cars, TP, because like my car is gonna be probably taking a shit next year, I would assume. If it's still riding, I'm still riding. But I was thinking, I don't know if I think I said that story online. I was like, I don't know what kind of car I want until I had somebody deliver me some food recently. It's about a 50, 60-year-old dude in a what's going on, Miss McCrae? It was a 50, 60-year-old dude in a Benz. He was in a 550 Benz, and I was like, yes, that's what I want. Until I look at the price tag. This was $100,000. Like, not there yet, cool. Not.
Yeah, you different than me, man. I'm still a old school at heart. I like the 2000. What's the last vehicle I had? It was my fun car in my 20s. I had the 2000. I think it was 2001 Chevy Camaro with the T-top and the pipes in the back. That's like the Dodge Charger. I was a big fan of Mustang. Then when I came to the South, for some reason, everybody, the go-to vehicle is a Charger and a Mustang. I don't know why. And it turned me off. I was like, I don't want a Mustang no more. I don't want a Mustang. So now it's a Jetta. I don't want it.
It's charisma. Like, I can't see, bro. All I need is glasses, bro. At the end of the day, all you need is charisma and be different. You can have all the fancy shit in the world, but if you don't have the character, people not gonna fuck with you. Man, that's a good point, man. But I also think people focus, man, and that's one of the things I kind of want to dig into Derek a little bit. But that's one of the things I think people focus on, man. There's one thing that I will say: people focus on I don't know where to start instead of fucking starting, bro.
Facts.
That's one of the biggest things that I can say. Take this away more than anything. Too many people focus on I don't know where to start on YouTube instead of just fucking starting. Theo, go ahead and make an eye appointment. I wear glasses. I wear glasses. I just don't wear them when I'm streaming. That's all. I got them right here, actually. Oh, I need some new ones, though. These ones I got are old, bro. I'm walking around with 10-year-old eyeglasses and a pocket full of money. What's wrong with me, bro? What's going on, Don Jeter? I see you. But that's my biggest thing on a serious note, Trayvon. To Derek Gaines, I said this to you, Derek. To Cree 99, I think Cree said she's just about to start her channel. It annoys me with people like Derek and Cree because they saw me start my channel last summer, and when it was only 3 people in the chat or however many people, like they saw me.
Yep, yep. I was one of them. I'll pop in. I see him do his thing. He'll say hey to me. I say hey to him. I hit the like button. If I gotta come back around, I hit the comment because I'm pretty much known for my Don GQ. I would say I'm never here. I'm the type of guy. Like if it's a conversation that's really intriguing me and I have the time, I'll comment. But I'm normally known for like, let me drop a wine bottle and let me drop some 2 glasses, 2 glasses in the comment section. That's me all day. So that's pretty much I'll do my little run around and come back and do it. So I agree with everything he's saying. Just do it. I think Mayhem was back around the same subs or maybe a little bit above. I'm not sure, but yeah, just do it.
They saw me build up what I've got. That's why I'm like, you motherfucker, you could be right here with me, bro. But yeah, you got to make that.
They ain't ready, sir. They're not ready.
Elite says, Cab Mom, exactly. That's one of the things. Don't take anything else away from this stream. Take this, man. Too many people focus on, I don't know where to start on YouTube instead of just starting. Bro, I can go back to if we want to, I can stream my very first video. I can show y'all my very first video on YouTube. Guess what? It sucked.
Yeah.
But that's what it is. It's supposed to suck. And I don't know if Juice Worth the Squeeze is.
No, yeah, 100% right. Even mine, like the first one I did, I again, back to overthinking. I thought I had everything prepared. This is 2 years in before I even came over this side. the first content, like, okay, I'm ready to go. And here I am worried about somebody else. And then when I did the content, my audio was trash. Like it sounded like I was on a CB player, just sounded like all muffled up. Honestly, it sounded like I was struggling to survive somewhere in some like dark hole. Like it was the audio was garbage, but the conversation was good. Everything was flowing right. The vibes was good. Everything's so authentic. We were just chopping up for like, I think like 2-3 hours. And then when I came back on the rewatch it and see what I can get out of it, it wasn't good. But it's still there. It's still there. And I just slowly start building on it.
Is in the chat, but I said that to him, man. Get them subscriptions up, people. We less than 100 people away from 70K, bro. Let's see. But yeah, my bad, man. I didn't mean to go off on a bit of a rant, but that's my thing, man. Too many people. Sheila says, "I remember Theo." Exactly. That's one of the things that irritates me with people, man, because they too focused on what do I need to start. Just fucking start.
Yes.
Because once your channel is super small, nobody's going to watch you anyway. You know why? Because you have to earn your audience, man. Earn your audience. Like I said, when I started my channel, only person that really hyped me up was Drew Titan, and I didn't even know Drew Titan was.
Yeah, but he's 100% around that. You got to earn your audience because, and like most of the people in the chat, right? They don't know me from a can of paint, but if I'm coming over there with respect, let's say whether the topics are on or how you carry yourselves, and I'm pretty much because I keep praising the Vics because I have to give them example. When I first came over there, they didn't know me from a can of paint. Another one, Brett, who's another one. He go by Broccoli. When I came over there, I'm always gonna be presentable, be polite, be respectful, be, just always be who I claim my channel is all the time. So when you come over there, you be respectful and it's a lot of gratitude. It goes back a long way. Like I'm telling you, just for me, just this experience, it goes back a long way to the point of like for example, they did a Halloween special. This is 4 to 5 content creators, right? They got a community together where each of them, let's just say each content creator had, and this is something I've been telling people for the longest, for like 2 years. 2 years I've been saying this. If each of if you as a content creator, let's just say, for example, you have 30 to 50, another one probably have 150, and all 5 of y'all get along. And y'all trying to work out a schedule for views, numbers, whatever your niche is, and y'all can get along that great and say, hey, you know what? Once a week, once a month, we can all get together, have this conversation. And this is what they did on Halloween, because it was talked about before. So on Halloween, one guy went on like 6 o'clock. Everybody from the supporters of the other 4 came onto that one channel. In the chat, on the panel, hitting the like buttons. Then the second one, then it rotated to the second. Then it rotated to the third. Then it rotated to the fourth. Then it rotated to the last one. I had enough time to be on the 5th one because I was at work. So when I got home, keeping my word to this other guy that actually is a mod of my chat that's been on my panel, I said, hey, why not? Why not? I can make the time for that. Came on. I wasn't able to get on because his panel was full, but I was still in the chat, conversating, just doing the most because hey, I'm supporting this guy's channel. He always be on mine. I never had the opportunity to be on his platform, so why not? And I know what type of character he is, so why not? And that's what I did. But they showed to me to something that I knew that can happen all the time. If you say you're about it, if you got like a network of 3 of y'all or 2 of y'all, everybody can pretty much eat and share the space of YouTube, which I've been saying this for over and over again. YouTube is $1 trillion large. Why would you not want to do that? Now, if you're a business, again, I don't even like Fresh and Fit, but they use the same formula. Fresh and Fit, large platform, they rotate with other people, guests on, like if other people come on and they go on theirs, they alternate whatever, their time slot might be different. Kevin Sims did the same thing with Fresh and Fit when they was in good terms with each other before he passed. It's the same formula. Network before YouTube, what they was doing on network, ABC, NBC, ABC, NBC, Fox, WB, all of them was doing the same thing. Everybody's working out different time slot with one another so they all can grow and eat off one another. So I'm gonna use me and Inky for example. If me and Inky had the same niche, the same audience, why would I want to fight with Inky with her audience, if we pretty much got the same numbers, let me reach out to her. Let's see where we can work out in a time slot and agreement of what they do. Now, if Inky just a regular, now I'm thinking about Duke. If Duke the Dawn's like a random fly by night, hey, I see this content, let me get on it. There's nothing wrong with that, but understand that would be your competition. That would be your competition. If y'all in that same kind of little weird lane of algorithm far as the conversation and a niche, whatever, just understand that would be your competition. So you just have to get on it. Hey, if the content there, have the conversation, try to see if you have better quality and so on like that. But again, just do it and just build from there. If one day you talk about orange and apples, is it, hey, this not working out for me, I'm gonna talk about cars. One day you might talk about women, one day whatever, and until you figure out what I'm just gonna stick to, and then just take it from there.
Subscribe to my channel. I didn't even know he had a channel. It wasn't until I discovered, like, oh no, because Drew Tight was in my very first live stream. Him and like that dude named Dave hyped up my channel, but then it didn't make people. You have to earn your subscription. So when you start off, your shit is gonna suck, and nobody's gonna watch your shit. That's how it's supposed to be. You gotta earn those subscriptions, man.
Facts.
You gotta go out there and get it. Let's see. Everything is trial and error. You're not gonna hit, man. The late great Kevin Simon said, "We build it as we fly, man." We was talking about Kendrick G earlier. Oh yeah, we was talking about Kendrick G earlier, Project Leroy. But yeah, like Kevin Simon said, man, you build it as we fly, man. And it's not perfected. And here's the thing about a YouTube channel: you always getting better at it. You're always improving it in all matters. It's never a finished, polished thing. At least in my opinion.
Correct. And that's another problem with most people I see too. Like, I get it. Like, if you have a real life, and this again, if you're doing it once a week, once a month, it's just a hobby, cool, not a problem. But I think the problem I see with other people, I call it hoe hopping. They like the hoe hop on a panel, right? They're like, oh, I'm working on my channel. I'm working on my channel. Okay, but you're not doing anything in channel. 4 months later, and there's no content, but you're on other people's platform. That doesn't make any sense. If you are a content creator, you're a YouTuber, you're an influencer, you haven't made content like in a month, or you haven't made content in 4 months, but you're on everybody else's panels, you're not making content. Like, I had to learn that in the beginning, like, which is not a problem. I'll do content, I'm learning to figure out building things. And then the less and less you see of me, guess where I'm at? I'm over here. And then the less you see me over here, hey, I'm networking, like group for tomorrow, reaching out, thumbnails, all that good stuff, or I'm finding out other stuff to watch. And then let's say even behind the scenes, like most people like for example, if this is over, let's say I dropped the link for somebody, right? And then we're done. I don't even do that as much anymore. Like, I'll just like, if they still hang out in the backstage, if y'all want to hang out and talk, hey, do y'all, but I'm leaving. I either gonna get some proper rest, do real life stuff, or I'm gonna take the time out and work on some other things to work up for content, have a conversation about. That's what I'm doing. But what I'm not going to do is sit on, like, not anymore, not going to sit on 3 to 5 hours just to hang out and chill. That 3 to 4 hours, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours you're hanging out just to chill, you can do a lot done, especially trying to pump out some content. You can get a title together. You can find some trending topics, especially in your lane, and get that done. But you got to do it. You got to do it.
Let me get to more of your comments. You got to take the leap, Derek. Let's see. What's going on, Adrian? I see you. I was there. Theo I'm telling you, Sheila was there with me. Sheila was here with me, man. Yeah. So, like, when it used to be only 10 of us in the chat, salute to the Raging Half Asian. He said it the other day in the chat, there's 400 people in there. Like, you're not going to start off with 400, 500 people. You got to earn that shit. But you got to start, man. You got to start somewhere. That's where I get stuck and just do the shit, bro. Y'all can pull out your phone and make your first video tomorrow. Don't forget to hit the like button. Appreciate you, bro. Shit, I can tell you, I was grounded on TikTok before they banned me. I was at 0 but reached 4K. But you know how, see, anything worth having, you have to work. Exactly, TP. Exactly, man. Anything worth having is, and that's what I'm thinking. And that's
shout to Big D. Big C said you have channels buying subscriptions and trying to take viewers hundreds of bots and dozen people chatting. I don't support those channels. Yeah. But see, it doesn't go nowhere though. There's no money getting in their pocket. Again, if they're saying this about a business, like I literally, you know what little funny story, Big D? There's another channel with my name on it. There's literally another channel. They're so different than anything else. He actually bought his subscribers. It shows that he has like 30 to 40,000 subscribers. His views is pretty much average as mine. Each content that he does, pre-recorded or not, his views is average as mine. So you can tell a big difference when people buy their subscribers. It doesn't go nowhere. So, but most people just weird. Like I said, most people just weird like that. Most people just either doing it just for the flex, like, oh, it'll show the big numbers, but the views per each content doesn't show anything. And then you can also tell because it doesn't, unless they took it off, but it doesn't show like that's just another way, like an example. It doesn't show if they're like if it shows that they have like a super chats available for them or anything like that. But for you to do that, and you're saying if you're saying it's a business model or a brand, it's really not. And the bots too. Yeah, I heard about that a long time ago where some people was buying just for the bots to actually just interact with each other. You could tell too on that one. So it's weird, but it's a difference. Most people that actually working on their channel, growing their channel organically, you can tell it, you can actually tell a huge difference. Like and it's just for my content creator eye. It's a guy by the name of Chaotic Rings. When he was doing a reaction to somebody doing an interview. And when I saw the video, I can tell that actually was the actual video came from somewhere else, not people clipping and editing parts of it. And I reached out to him, email like, hey, is this the original video? Because it looked like it is. Like, yeah, he emailed me the original video to react to. Like, you can tell, man. So yeah, definitely good eye on that one.
It's the same thing, TP. That's what kind of annoys me when like people get on and like, oh man, I'm not getting no views, and I'm gonna get no views, Coop. And it's like, because you just started, you don't deserve no fucking views, man. Nope. You gotta go out here and get it. And anything is worth having is going to be hard work. Exactly, bro. Let's see. No doubt, Big Odie. Let's see. Theo recruited me. Yeah, I did, bro. I did. Project Leroy ain't never lied, bro. I would see Project Leroy at all these other places. And one thing that made me stop with Project Leroy was that I would notice Project Leroy come in the chat and the streamer would stop and acknowledge him. I'm like, I don't know who this dude is, bro, but he need to be over here. What you got, Mona D? Throw the idea of perfection out the window. Oh, hell yeah. Only time and practice will allow you to get better at earning your audience. Absolutely, Mona D. Absolutely, man. It ain't no perfection. I'm still working on it. I just dropped the video the other day. I'm like, man, my audio levels is off, man. It's all, you build it as you fly, man. Nobody's going to be perfect at this. I didn't know how to edit video. Do you know? And this is another thing when I'm not trying to pat myself on the back or anything. This is another reason why I think I've been successful on YouTube, because I've learned YouTube. And not even like I set out to do it. It's something that subconsciously I learned it. Mona D was probably here. I did a video. I forgot about this. I did a video a few months ago I made it members only where I just talked YouTube. And I talked YouTube for like 4 or 5 hours straight. And it wasn't until I finished that video and then went back and looked at it, I was like, dog, I hadn't realized how much I learned about YouTube. So you just kind of keep going, man. Ain't nothing gonna be. There's no perfection in this shit. You'll get.
I agree. You got to work at it all the time. I agree. I agree. Like everything, either, especially with the YouTube rules and regulations, like right now, they slowly cracking down on a lot of stuff. So you got to definitely think about everything. So I agree. But the only way you can do it is just, you got to do it. Got to do it.
Better as the time go. Look back at KS and his videos before he blew up, man. It's night and day, man. You get better at it. You get better off repetition. It also helps to utilize hashtags. Many people seem to forget how helpful those are and reach the audience. Yeah, that's true. Let's see. Speaking of hashtag, Theo for president. Y'all stop with this, bro. Don Jeter is on site with tyranny, bro. Bounty on tyranny, bro. Y'all don't know why y'all entertain tyranny, bro. I don't know why y'all do it. Shit, I remember when I had Comcast, my shit was miserable. What's going on, Bella Rings? I had Comcast now, bro. I had AT&T. My AT&T was terrible, bro. You were a natural video. I saw some of your early videos. Thank you, Derek. Yeah. People have told me that, man. I kind of just have it natural, and I just say, hey, man, I'll take that, bro. But what anything more, I'll just say.
Yeah, but I think it's just like, again, just being yourself and just having the, like, when you come on, like some people either do the cam up, cam down, and that's the difference. I think it's just like having the comfortability, just being comfortable being yourself in front of the camera. I had this conversation with somebody else before. Like, if you're doing like pre-recordings, like I reacted to, I was watching somebody else's content, And they seemed like they were just fidgeting. They was doing a lot in front of the camera versus, let's just say, if you're interacting with somebody on a platform, it's like a different vibe, like how you interact and how you carry yourself. It's like it's so different. It's kind of hard to explain, but like if you're doing like right now, just me, I'm conversating with y'all. It's like how more comfortable you got to be. Like you still got to be yourself as if you're with a room full of your close friends. If that makes sense, or around, like kind of customer service around the room with your friends or family. That's how comfortable you kind of got to be when you're on the camera by yourself and you're having this conversation. That's pretty much how it got to be. And a lot of people's like they nervous, which is fine, but just understand that's the level you got the work to build to do that when you're doing that. That's pretty much all it is. But there's also people that are like, look, I don't want to cam up, and there's nothing wrong with that because again, when before television we had radio, and then when we had when we did have television, most people wasn't really quote unquote showing their actual self. You had like the avatars or the image of themselves, and then they have the conversation. What's the name? The business with Jason Black is one of those guys. Another one I'm thinking of Obsidian. He's another one. Like some people just so entertaining. It's like who cares if they cammed up? Like you don't need to do all the extra stuff. But unfortunately, a lot of like I said, the weirdos out there want to do the you got to cam up to see your face. What's his name? Jessica X is another one. She doesn't cam up. So there's successful content creators in their own lane that doesn't cam up. So it's a choice, but understand the differences in what it brings to the table when you either cam up or cam down. And I don't knock both. There's a lot of good millions of subscribers as content creators that doesn't cam up.
I think, man, it's just repetition. Repetition, doing something 1,000 times, doing something 10,000 times. I said this before. You make a cake your first time, your cake probably be like shit. But you know what? When you make your cake the 10th time, it's probably gonna be a little bit better. But imagine when you make your 100th cake, it's gonna be pretty goddamn good. But it's not gonna compare to shit when you make your 1,000th. You made a cake for the 1,000th time, and think about how goddamn good the cake gonna be when you've done it 10,000 times. It's just repetition. You get better and better. But the thing is, with YouTube, you can't give up though, man. The number one thing on YouTube is this: consistency, and that's why the majority of people fail at it, because it's just being consistent, not giving up. So what, you put a video out there and they don't get no views. And again, I'm saying this because I have the experience under my belt. Now I was the same goddamn way over a year ago. Man, anybody watching my videos? But then again, like I said, I got lucky off the top because I got monetized quick as fuck. As soon as I got on YouTube, I got monetized. But I had to grind for another 5-6 months before I got lucky and went viral. So let's see. But that's how. But that's it. You have to keep creating content because you won't know when that one video will hit. Just do it exactly. And I tell you guys, I had my turning point. I know Mona D was here, but for the people who aren't, my turning point on my channel, I started my channel in June and December, and I can show you guys too on Social Blade. In December, after 6 months, is when my channel took off. I did a couple shorts and I did it listening to somebody in the crowd with Red Pill Jones. Red Pill Jones, one of my subscribers, who started the channel. He started the channel, and Red Pill got to 10,000 subscribers real quick. And then Red Pill did it off doing a couple shorts. So I did a couple shorts, and I did 4 shorts that week. And the second one took off. And the second one has got, to this day, almost like 4 million views. And that's when my channel took off. I went from 1,500 subscribers to 20,000 in like a couple weeks. That shit was a bit much. I was gonna quit on YouTube then because it just became a bit overwhelming just to go from 1,500 subscribers to 20,000 in like 3 weeks. I thought, nah, someone right, and I thought I was gonna quit, but I pushed through it anyway. That was probably the worst. I was gonna say not the worst because that's what you want. You want your channel, but it was kind of overwhelming for me at that moment. But I persevered anyway. Just do it.
Yeah, his more, I gotta say more better. His more overwhelming story than mine. I think my experience was I had the real Nathan Daly on. I think like 8 months or so ago. Like, hey man, you want to come on have a conversation? I'm sitting there just promoting networking because it was like, hey, I was doing the actual podcast. Let me bring people on. And I'm like the guy like had 700, 800 subscribers. And he blessed my channel, came on, was me, him, Mandrell, then I think Lucky Marie. And then but in the beginning, but when he came on, I just had like again, I just kept it professional. Like, look, this is how it's gonna be. This is how it is. This is how the conference is gonna do. Blah 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 blah. And I left it like that because I don't like the. I just kept it very professional. And he gave me a compliment for it, and that's okay, cool. And he at that time, I think he's at 20 something subscribers, 20 something thousand subscribers now. But back then he was like at 10 to 12,000 subscribers. I don't care if you had 5 million subscribers. You a human being like I'm a human being. I'm gonna treat you respect like you treat me respect. But if you ever think you come on my platform because you got some a million, 5,000, whatever subscribers or viewers bigger than me, you you are sorely mistaken about how my personality is. Like I don't care. Don't think because like I'm gonna treat you as a guest because I'm gonna treat you as a guest because hey, you know what? This is a big content subscriber. He brings in more views, blah blah blah. That's the limit gonna go. I'm gonna give you the utmost respect. You are a honored guest here. That's as far as it goes. The moment disrespect come in, I don't care who you is. You disrespect this platform, I will kick you. I will check you. It will be a conversation. And especially if I don't get it like, hey, my bad, I apologize. We got a problem. That's literally how I flow with it. I don't care who you are. I don't care. But this wasn't the energy I came out with. Nathan, I came with him with respect, kept it professional. I understood like he's been in it for the content creation for a while. Great advocate to have on the channel for a conversation. We had a good conversation. Now the overwhelming part was he was so, in my opinion, at that time, he was so big in a lot of spaces of YouTube because he loved to debate other people and have real conversations that a lot of be controversial. So he was like, hey, let me get in there and get in with the mud and fight with the best of them. So that was him. So because of that, a lot of those people came from all over everywhere and flooded my chat consistently. My chat would just bling, 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 bling. And I was like, whoa. I thought I was prepared for it. I was to a small extent, and I was trying to respond to as much as the chat as I possibly can, like I do now. But yeah, it wasn't happening. I just let everybody do what they think on the platform. I'll try to pull up as much as the chats I could. I'm gonna use Big D for example, right? Like so, Big D has like a very lengthy comment here. It was going consistently like this, thick paragraph of a lengthy paragraph, a lengthy paragraph in the chat, and I was like, wow, this is a lot. That was overwhelming for me. And then what made it for me at that moment, what made it worse is when Nathan said, hey, they're more than welcome to come up on the platform. We could drop the link for them. They can come up. My mind was like, nah, this is not happening. I don't know. It's like was like 300 some people just consistently coming in the chat. I don't know all these crazy people on the internet like that. So yeah, but that was very overwhelming for me. Shout out to Big. He says, if you're not internationally fooling anybody, you should do good. It may take longer if you go by the numbers, but those, yeah, and it's a combination of all three. Your shorts is all definitely, if you got good shorts, you definitely get the subscribers big. I think I had like one of mine. It wasn't as big as what Duber's saying. I think for one of my shorts, which actually was a clip from the Ozark series, and it was a really good clip. And I put in there to like kind of make a point. Like some of my shorts, I like to make point to conversations, and then right after the shorts is done, I try to like make that as a conversation for like the group, whatever. So when I did that, instantly, I think that before the day ended, I had like 67,000 views, and then I had like over 200 something subscribers. And I said, oh, this is pretty cool. But I didn't want to overwhelm that with like, let me pump out a lot of shorts. And it was giving the views and getting the subscribers, but my live streams and my regular uploaded VODs videos wasn't bringing in that much, or at least a good quarter of that. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of lessen the shorts. And if I do certain shorts, I'll do shorts like more meaningful for me versus let me just try to get that attention, controversial grab, you know what I'm saying, to get these subscribers in. So I kept that to a minimum, but I focused more currently right now on the live, like, hey, let me do the engaging stuff like that, and then let the YouTube algorithm push out to everybody else. And if they like it, cool. That might be an extra 5 subs, 2 subs, 10 subs. Like right now, I average out like a month, 28 to 35 subs every month. So I'm like, hey, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. It's not overwhelming, so I'm good with that. Shout out to Inky. Inky says, I wish my blank internet would stay consistent, so wouldn't lose camera and drop off stream. I don't think, excuse me, I don't think that's an internet problem. That's like a tech issue or something. Maybe one thing is not pairing or comparing to the other. So I don't know if that's an internet problem. And plus, which is kind of odd. The state you live in, and it's, to me, the state you live in is like, to me, like city. So it should like have like the best internet. Every time I hear selective states, let's say New York, for example, like you should not have bad internet. You should not have bad internet living in New York. If you do, it's your service provider. You and that service provider should have like a good talk. Shout out to Lee. Appreciate the Lee for coming on through. We're talking about content creation and growing your channel and all that good stuff. Dog Fantasy, appreciate you said, I live in a rural area. I don't have consistent internet either. Really? Oh, wow. Who's your internet provider? Do y'all want to give a name? Because I know there's some weird names out there. Wow. Inky, Dog Fanatic. Oh, and welcome, Dog Fanatic. If you are new, definitely hit the subscribe button. Everybody welcome, Dog. Appreciate you for coming through. I hope to see more of you in the chat. We will have a group conversation Tuesday. Oh, Spectrum? Really? I ain't gonna lie, Spectrum was trash. Spectrum was I agree. I was actually in the city before I relocated where I'm at now. I had Spectrum. Yeah, Spectrum ain't all that. Spectrum is kind of boo-boo. Yeah, I agree with you, Dog Fanatic. Spectrum is kind of boo-boo. Shout out to Man Tomorrow. I saw your earlier comment, Man Tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Interview. We should do an interview. I don't know if you like want to bring it over here and we just have like chop it up, or go that way, or like me on your platform. Let me know. All my emails. I just started Discord thanks to Kenku. He's pretty much just the admin for my Discord. So I'm right now promoting and pushing my Discord. I took notes of that, how I want to section everything, but I have an active Discord. All the links is there. Definitely email me if you have stuff like that. Okay, that's fine too. But if we start talking about like the black man this and the black man that, I'm like, oh, Man Tomorrow threw me on the bus. He got me on. He set me up. But nah, yeah, definitely hit me up an email, man. And give me this the subject in the email, and the questions and what's the topic. I'm pretty much, anybody that knows me, I'm not like an all-nighter with the streams. If it's regular panels, I'll come and have a conversation. But if it's like I think my minimum time I could put for anybody is like a 2 hours, the very least. Depending on the conversation, we can rock out for 2 hours. I'm good with that. But I'm so basic, bro. Every space I go in, everybody call me vanilla, based with Grey Pill. So I'm like so laid back and chill. So yeah, I'm fine with the conversation, man. Just definitely email me, let me know what the conversation topic is about, and I'll definitely rock out with you, man. Because I know I hear good things about you, pretty much from another space I've seen from, and then Classic Ruby speaks very highly of you too. So definitely. Okay, definitely appreciate you. Do
it. Just do it. Thanks, Coop, and all you give it all the info. Yeah, no doubt. Let's see. Just pull out the freeway. Please do not have guts to start a podcast. And my people who do not have, yeah. And I think also people have a fear of showing their face, which is like, to me, it's like, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, of course, you got a job, or you don't. One, I always say, people, you don't have to show your face. And then another thing, man, like, unless you got some huge deformity, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
Hey, that huge deformity might be content, though. I don't know, but that's just my content hat on right now. So that may be content, depending on what type of conversation. But yeah.
Oh man, I get it, but I don't know. It's not something to me that's worth stopping you for. Not gonna lie, I only watch one other live stream YouTube channel that I'm a mod. I was sitting with him since day one. Okay, yeah, man. I I did the channels that I watched before that I remember watching before I started my channel was JR Wisdom. No, obviously Kevin Samuels, but then I started watching JR Wisdom. JR Wisdom was doing Kevin Samuels reactions. Don Lexi was doing Kevin Samuels reactions. So that's kind of how I went. And then I started watching. Then I found that dude named Dave channel. So I think Dave's been.
Nah, for me, it just got less and less. I'm very selective of, and I advise this to other people too, just because of TV consumption. I watch less and less. So I'm very selective of the content that I of people's channels I watch. But I know just as a content creator in podcasting, that's part of the game. Like you kind of got to keep your eyes out there for like, when you're trying to find selective content to have the trending conversations and stuff like that. So that's pretty much what you normally be doing. But I kind of like just steer away from just, if it's like the quote unquote consistent drama channels. I try to look for like, real engaging conversations. But again, like I said, mine is pretty much separated. So mostly for the group conversations, I'll look for real conversations for those guys. But if it's like something on the side for me, I stay in my lane. Like I said, the Pearly things, the Rolo Tomasi's, the MLD, Gordon Janelle Gordon, Real Film Sapien, some of those people that's in those little spaces. But those are quote unquote my focus point as me straight bias against those content creators because I think they're toxic influences and spaces out there. I won't rag them personally, but I'll just hit on the talking points, like as far as that goes. But that's just me. But when it comes to group, I'm pretty much very selective on that. But yeah, because if you dive into too much stuff, it's like you're really not going to have no life of your own.
Been at it like a little bit. I think Dave is 2 years, or I'm not sure if Dave is 2 years yet. It's nice to hear y'all stories. Hope you guys get everything you want from YouTube. Thank you very much, Rachel G. Finally, I spent 300 bands towards developing my app. Developer said we started beta testing in February. Praise Godzilla. Salute to you, TP.
Nice.
What's going on, Melanin? Let's see. I had no idea how I was going to create old school living housewife content without showing my face. And RM makes really good videos. That's the other thing as well. Like some people just make good. Like I don't consider myself like, well, I make good content. There's people who make really good videos. RM's one of those people.
Yeah, RM's really good. I've seen her in a few spaces. She is really good. I only knew her on Suzette Speak, and I thought that's the only place she go. But she's very selective where she go from what I seen. But yeah, unless she's like tricking me and being cloud watching. But yeah, she really do make really good videos. And that's stuff like little stuff like that. I like to watch people like that. Try to compare my talent as video editing and making actual rare content for editing like she does and see what I can do. And I'm because when you start out something, you might, okay, I'm a quote unquote copy and paste that person or emulate a little bit of something and try to add your own personal into it. Like I said, with your thumbnails, your banner, your stuff like that. So yeah, but she really do make really good videos.
Can make good videos. Let's see. This combo is motivating me, man. Go get it, bro. Also, people will say crazy issue, get over it, block and delete. That's one thing about making content is you have to get thick skin. You have to get thick skin.
Pay attention.
And then you will get it. You will. But one thing I figured out, Mona D, and salute to that dude named Dave. He said it one time. One thing that you'll realize about content creators, people just say the dumbest shit. The dumbest shit. Did I miss? Okay, somebody. I'm sorry. I forget about doing it on excuse me, on StreamYard. What you got, Don Jeter? He said, hit the like button. It's free. Appreciate you, Don. Thank you very much, man. Let's see here. Where was I at with Mona D? But that's one of the things that I was saying. Yeah, that's one of the things that I would say you have to have thick skin. Let me get back to where I was at with Mona D. You have to have thick skin, but YouTube will make you get thick skin. I mean, or you will fail. You be too worried about it. Let's see. You'd be too worried about what people are saying. But that's what I was saying about Dave. Dave said something one time, and I'm like, it's the truest shit. Being on YouTube, you will realize that people just say dumb shit.
Yeah.
And then salute to the homie CDT Beats. We were talking about this. And then another thing I realized, some people.
And you know what's so crazy about that? I want to point out that too. When people say the most wildest stuff ever, and I'll be the one, like, I'll just ask a basic question. This happened so many times. I will ask like perfect example last night, because I'm thinking about some other people. Perfect example last night. It's a content creator was saying like, hey, all these people are demons in the space. You know, they don't want this negative energy or these demonic energy and all this stuff. And they said they're gonna just be done with YouTube and go live their life. And I'm like, okay, so what was the difference between 3 months ago when you saying the same thing? What was the issue when you saying 6 months ago? What was the problem when you saying a year ago? You were saying the same thing every quarterly of the year, but you still popping up on this on YouTube. If you say you are done, you are done. That didn't make any sense to me. And then what make it so bad, I would see selective people on YouTube that say what they are not going to do or isn't going to do. And then within a 72 hours, they are doing the opposite of what they claim and swore up and down they're not going to do. So I'm like, that's dumb. And then I don't even like antagonize them with it. I'll just ask like basic questions like, but wasn't you just here like yesterday? And then this is a whole immediate toxic reaction of me just asking a basic question. I'm like, I'm generally asking, you said you're done with something, but you're on here. You said you're finishing with something, but you're still doing the opposite of what you said. This is why I keep saying all the time, mental illness, mental illness.
Dumb shit, but they also just want your attention. I'll give you guys an example. I said this during the live stream. A dude went back to and it's funny about live stream because I wouldn't think people watch your old live streams, but people go back and watch the old live streams all the time. One from like 6 months ago, where a guy said you wasn't alone when you was in the Air Force. You was living in the dorms or in the government or some shit like that. So we must have been talking about, you know, I must have been talking about being in the military at one point during the live stream, and I just said, "What, dude? That doesn't make any sense." I said to him, "In your head, that made sense." And then minutes later, he come back, "Oh no, man, I was just fucking with you, man. I like your content." People are weird like that, man. People are weird, and then not even get too deep with it. But I was talking about this with CDT Beast the other day,
and this is a perfect example. I think. Use Zinky for example. Like I get it depends on the situation, right? I get it if you want to address something, but I'm not addressing comments in my comment section. Like if you're doing that, like even on my end in the beginning of me starting this channel, if I'm having it's two separate little worlds here, right? You have the chat people and you have the panelists. Why is people on the panel? Let's say if I have 6 or 8 people on this panel, right? Why is 6 or 8 people on the panel is arguing with people in the chat? Why are you doing that? Give them let the chat. The chat's supposed to engage with what we present to them. You know, we're either presenting entertainment, we're either presenting knowledge of the conversation, we're presenting, whatever the chat or the people and the viewers or the replay want. That's what we're providing them. Okay, so if I have 6 people on my panel as guests to have a conversation of the topic, and all you're doing is interacting with the chat, you do not need to be in a panel. You just need to be in the chat. Get off a platform, get in the chat, stay there, and I react to y'all as I react to the video like I'm doing now. It doesn't make any sense. I see that so much. And I'm like, I seen I remember the chat person never hit the panel, never nothing. I seen this one chat person went to a platform, supposed to be a Christian-based platform, so holy roly, so godly. Next thing you know, as soon as they in the chat, they made one comment. The host, the guest, the regular panelists, all of them gave their attention to one chat member and was conversating and dictating whatever that chat member said for an hour. I'm like, are y'all seriously giving that much attention time to one chat person? Really? That is crazy. Crazy to me. I say this all the time. Let the chat be the chat. That's a whole nother little separate little world from the panel. Leave the chat alone. Let them be them. If they want to have conversations with themselves, amongst themselves, or some get engagement with the panel, let them do them. But what we're not going to do is interrupt their conversation. Now, if it's something they're saying pertaining to the actual topic at hand, I will bring it up, read it like it's a super chat, because again, their time is just as valid as your time on the panel. and they're adding some value to the conversation. So I will pull up their stuff, bring it up, and just go from there. That is crazy. That is so crazy. I seen somebody literally just stop dead in their tracks of thought, cut everybody off, and just go straight into the chat and just wild out to a random person in the chat. Never met, never showed their face, don't know who they are. They're just a regular chat person. Fanatic says, don't let the chat trick. Exactly. And again, and I kind of blame the channel and the host. Again, how you run your channel is an extension of you, right? Because if you got some very dysfunctional channels and just channels just don't give a crap what's said and disrespected on your panel versus your chat, that's the extension of you. That's literally an extension of you. So, like, for example, Do Better Podcast got a very intelligent that is very trolly, is very comical. Nobody coming to it's not no disrespect in his chat, and his chat is very active and lively. But I'm not gonna say, I said good 90% of his chat, very intelligent, very intelligent. Nothing go past their heads. Nothing. Where's a super chat, regular comment, nothing go past their head, right? So that's a good kind of chat to go into. Like, okay, it's entertaining, it's funny. Nobody's really taking anything seriously from whatever this is. We might address some things, move on, get it done, right? Here, same thing, but mine's a little bit like lightweight, little cheeky banter here, back and forth. No real drama. But if it comes out, I think maybe I had maybe one between the two chats. They got a little bit into it between each other. I just stepped in 3 seconds, hey, chill, time out. I got mods here, just giving you out a fair warning that if they want to time you out, my mod's gonna let me know, hey, I timed out such because, and keep going the conversation. You don't need to make it a whole big thing. Do your job, keep the conversation going. Everybody in my chat here knows from where I've been at and the spaces I've been to, my chat is very respectful. My chat is very welcoming. This is what my chat does. And if they don't like a specific person on here, and I give Ashton Class of Roof, for example, right? They had it back and forth. So at that particular moment, the chat was favoring one versus the other. But what they didn't call this person a name, they didn't call this person any derogatory name, just call them ugly, stuff like that. Just say, hey, they addressed the issue, and then they just kept going back and forth about how this person's behavior. It got checked on the panel respectfully, and then we kept going over the conversation. The chat didn't stay on that same person because they favor one versus the other. They stayed on that person because of what was actually occurring, and that was it. So yeah, it's an extension of what you will and will not allow. But definitely don't let the chat trigger you. If they do, you don't need to have no panel.
He talked about this live stream. One thing about CDT Beats, man, y'all should go check him out because his channel is small. So it's a lot of times it would just be one-on-one or 1 and 2 people in there talking. And you just had deep conversations while he making the beat. But he talked about this, and it's the truest shit. Just real quick, and I'm going to move on to the next one. It was a dude left a comment on my page a couple weeks ago. We had the thickness overload. We had thickness overload on Kendrick G about a month ago. That was my highest view live stream to date. We had over 500 people in the chat, 11,000 views on that live stream, right?
Yeah, I definitely agree with that, Lee. And that's the only thing that probably gets under my gears with that one. I remember it's called Delusional People. It's literally a few weeks ago, but it's there. It's me and the alien flying. That's a thumbnail. And it's my little avatar screaming like Code Red, but it's called Delusional Individuals or Gullible People, something like that. And we pretty much had a fun stream coming over from some else's platform. And it was want to make it longer. I said, hey, y'all more than welcome to come over here. I got a thumbnail ready. We can go. Lily went over there. Out of strength of that podcaster, brought everybody from that panel. There's more than one come on, had the conversation. We was chilling, have just casual conversation, right? Pretty much a chill stream. And a random in the chat, Dog Fanatic came up, right? Somebody came up in the chat, again, dressing what was going on as far as conversation very respectfully. And the person that's supposed to be a guest on my panel, not a big subscriber, nothing like that. And it doesn't even really matter if they are, but they I read it so it can get addressed. And then they read it and it was instantly the person on the panel was oh, that person is stupid. Man, I went off no, they're not. that person not stupid, that person not dumb. We're not gonna do that. I read, first of all, don't cut me off when I'm trying to read, like right now, reading your comment. I read it all like a super chat. That's one thing you don't do. Don't cut me off when I'm actually reading something my chat member said. Don't do that. Two, nobody's my chat is stupid. If they stupid, and you need to go. That's what we're not gonna do here. Nobody here called you dumb. Nobody called you names. Nobody didn't call you out your name. Like nobody didn't do that. So why would you do that to them? So I checked them, apologized for his ignorant behavior, gave him the options either leave or do it again. He's going to get ejected. Period. But yelling at a chat member, yeah, that's a big no-no. That literally shows your behavior in real life. If you're doing that over a stranger, like I said, I've never seen you, never seen your face. I see you in chats. If I got to do that to you, something is mentally wrong with me. Clearly mentally wrong with me. And this is what I tell people. Watch how people move on these platforms. If you see how people yelling, screaming at chats and showing all types of emotions on this, I don't care who you are unstable. You are unstable.
Dude leaves a comment and says, man, who got 4 hours to sit around watching this live stream? And I was like, I thought that was stupid. All right, whatever. Fast forward 2 weeks ago on another live stream, this time with we did Kendra G, her stupid show part 1. And that is a stream we had the highest people in there. We had almost 800 people that live stream. And the dude left the same comment. Like, man, who sit around and got 4 hours to listen to this live stream? But I said to him, I said, dog, you left the same comment 2 weeks ago. Nigga, you have 4 hours to be because you hear it for a second time, dog. Like,
Facts.
what are you talking about? And then he comes back and he says one thing, and this is why I'm going to swing it all the way back to CDT Beats. He came back and said, no, bro, I rock with your content, but I'm just saying, ain't no dude sitting around having any dude that's sitting around watching this live stream for 4 hours don't get no ass pretty much. And I said, nigga, you sound like a teenager, bro. You sound like a teenager. Why is you worried about what the next man gets in his bed anyway? Why does that concern you? And then second of all, and this is what hit me because CDT was saying the same thing. There's a small percentage of dudes, bro, that rock with you. This is a guy thing. They rock with you, but in their mind, if they say I rock with you, cool, in their mind, it's like it's on some subconscious like gay shit, like I'm riding another dude dick. And I had to tell them in the comments, like, bro, it's okay for you to be a fan. I'm like, bro, you a fan, and that's okay. That don't make you gay or anything like that. And then the nigga just disappears. So, ultimate point, man, it's just people gonna say stupid shit. They're just gonna say it, bro. You just gonna have to get thick skin, or you can just block and delete them. But just realize a lot of people are just stupid. That's the main thing. A lot of them are stupid, but then a lot of people, man, they're just, especially when it comes to guys, a lot of these people, man, they're just a little bit off, man, and they can't just be straight up and like, hey, Team Peterson, I rock with you. You know what I'm saying? They can't be like, Project Leroy, I rock with you, bro. Like they just can't do that shit for.
Yeah, it is exactly right with that one. People are weird. Like I said before, mental illness is a real thing. And you know what? It also attracts a lot of odd personalities versus like the common folks of YouTube. So it's very weird out there.
Because in their mind, that's gay. It's childish, immature shit, man. But it's weird, bro. Let's see. Let's see another. What's going on? Cujo in this. Let's see. Do you recommend short 5-minute videos to engage followers or 15-minute videos?
And this is a good one for you, Big Dig, but just for everybody in the audience. So this is a good question right here, Axe. So I'm gonna play it back a little bit, but it's pretty much what you was talking about, like subscribers and the subs and stuff like that. So yeah, let's give a special one. Welcome to, if it comes up, renders. There you go. Sun Honey Studio. I don't know what the googly eyes mean, but everybody welcome Sun Honey Studio. Appreciate you coming through. We're giving reaction to Do Better Podcast with the Q&A for podcasting. So yeah, back to it. So it's pretty much a good question here. It's gonna get asked and answered when it comes to like YouTube, for us like the shorts, the videos, and the uploads. So I thought it was like a really good question being asked.
Short 5-minute videos to engage followers or 15-minute videos to address the topic. Nothing is simple these days. That's a great question, Pierre. I always do my videos is 8 minutes, bro. 8 minutes because that's the minimum PL to get your video fully monetized. It's 8 minutes. So I don't do. I used to back in the day. I didn't care before I was started making some real money on YouTube. I don't do a video that's less than 8 minutes. To engage followers or 15 minutes videos to address a topic. You can do it either way, man. I personally don't do the short video. I do videos that's at least 8 minutes. I say there's a sweet spot for videos depending on your person. I think a sweet spot for a video is 10 to 13 minutes. I think for my content, that's the perfect time, Project Leroy, because a lot of times if you have long, like your video is like really long, it'll turn off a lot of people. Like I watched a 37-minute video, but it depends on the topic. If it's a Corey Holcomb video, I'll do a video that's 20 minutes on it. You know what I'm saying? Because people are going to sit back and watch it. But to me, a sweet spot is that 10 to 13 minutes. Now, you could drop a shorter video if you want, PL, but I'm just one of those people, man. I'm here for the money. So I don't drop videos that's less than 8 minutes. But yeah, I used to do it back in the day if I just wanted to put out content. And I still might from time to time. I haven't done it in a while, but I still might. Like I would do that if I just wanted to put out content because I haven't put out content in a few days, but I don't really have that problem. Is that if you look back on my video, I like to do this. Go back 7 days. I like to have at least 4 or 5 individual videos. I'm not talking live streams. I'm talking about videos that I'm doing for the channel because videos or VODs, as we call them, VODs is where the money's at in YouTube. I didn't think I could produce content without showing my face. 1 million plus subscribers on each channel that can't. Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. If you want to know if you can do something, if you want to know in life in general, forget YouTube. If you want to know just overall in life, can you accomplish something? Here's how you know you can accomplish it. If someone else has already done it. It's really just that simple. It's crazy people put effort in basketball and makeup, but when it comes to YouTube, that's where people get stuck. Use the discipline when it comes to makeup and sports and put that on YouTube. Facts, bro. Since you from Detroit, do you listen to Payroll Giovanni or Jay Dilla? I listen to Jay Dilla, never listen to Payroll Giovanni, Jay Nelson. What do you think about what you think about doing shorts in the beginning? I gotta love hate things with shorts, Miss McCray, just because shorts don't pay no money. I'm not gonna lie. Cooper's in this YouTube shit for bread, man. If I'm gonna spend all this time that I'm doing it, some people do it out of passion, some people don't care about making money. I'm on YouTube for the bread. So shorts is cool. Here's my thing with shorts. Shorts can help grow your channel. Shorts, I went from 1,500 subscribers to 20,000 subscribers in a month off shorts. Shorts can help blow up your channel. I'll give you guys an example. The Angry Man. You guys see the Angry Man at over 500,000 subscribers, right? When I started my YouTube channel over a year ago, he had 26,000 subscribers. He blew the fuck up on shorts. But the caveat with shorts is that, in my opinion, shorts can bring in an audience. But let's say, Miss McCray, let's say you put out a bunch of shorts, right? Let's say T. Peterson is rocking with your shorts. T. Peterson subscribed to you. People will subscribe to you off shorts. He like your shorts though, but you go to do 2-hour live stream. Like, I ain't fucking with this shit. So that's the thing. Shorts can blow up your channel, but it doesn't guarantee long-term viewerships. Let me grab these super chats here. Let's see what's going on, Joker Nutty Nate. Members.
Correct. That's pretty much something I was saying earlier. Like, and I'm pretty much thinking of pro things because that's pretty much my quote unquote gripe with her. But you can get all the short. Now, if you just had a channel nothing but shorts, cool, great, that's your thing. Nobody's gonna hate on you, but it really doesn't pay anything, especially if you're coming into the space just like, yo, this is a business. I'm working a brand, so you got to understand all the elements of it. You got to understand all the elements of it, of your shorts, of your live streams, of your videos. Some people get paid a lot, but again, if you're doing live streams and you try to get the bang for your buck, super chats, cash apps, Venmo, that's from where it goes. Unless you're getting the views, then when you get the views, you get a little bit out of it, but it depends on how your views goes. Because it's a certain amount per thousand per views. Big D said, laughing a lot, I could be the short king. 8 German Shepherds too. That's a lot of actions. Said I'm content helping good channels. Yeah.
It's only what it do, baby. Salute to the squad. Appreciate you, Joker. But I feel sorry out here without my soundboard. Appreciate you, Joker, man. Thanks for holding me down, bro. What you got, Cujo? FYI, I spend 4 hours watching Theo almost every day and gets plenty of ass. Fuck is he talking about, bro? Dudes are weird, man. And I figured it out. Like I said, that moment when I was talking to the dude, I figured it out. I'm like, oh, he's just a fan, Cujo. And
yeah, but he's an ignorant fan because that still ain't making sense. Like, we're on the same page. He's an ignorant fan because, again, there's people out in space that either work from home, people like can be on their podcast or listen to their radio while they're at work. Like it's a lot of things you can do at work, and you're working obviously over 8 hours when you're at your job. There's so many people even my end, like again on his end, because he represent a lot of the truckers and a lot of the vets out there, right? So you got a lot of truckers that what they do, they listen to the radio when they're on the road. So people got time to be on the podcast, especially 4 hours. You got the time. So that didn't make that was the most silliest comment ever. Oh, you spend 4 hours on here, so you don't get no girl. What? You do know people can actually do other things when they're working, right?
I don't say that lightly, like fans or subscribers. Like I'm just being dismissive. No, he rocks my content, but he's immature. He's immature, and a lot of these dudes, man, a lot of these dudes can grow up without dads, man. He don't know how to express himself to other men. That's what it was, man. And I figured it out in that moment, and it was crazy. I went to CDT Beats Live, and he was talking about the exact same thing, and he has a much smaller channel. And I was like, that's what it is, bro. He's a weirdo, man. He can't just say I fuck with your show, bro, because in his mind, he dick riding, bro. It's weird, man. Niggas is gay. I'm sorry. What do you think about just doing shorts? Okay. I got this one from Miss McCray. Let me go back here. Appreciate you, Cujo, as well as the home of Joker, Nutty Nate. Let's see. High current comment. I'm trying to figure out how I can get right back to that comment without having to look for it. Bear with me 1 second. What is your greatest moment as a father? Says Southfield Schwarzenegger. Bro, I skipped the questions. That's a great question, bro. What is my greatest Theo when I'm gonna answer that one, bro, because I got a good answer for that one. Theo, when we get the anti-Daniels, Theo collab, both of y'all in Detroit. I'll be honest, bro. I'm a little suspect on anti. I have no reason to be. It's just I don't know, bro. I heard things, good things and bad about Anton. I'm a little leery of dude, man. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it a buck with you. He's super successful, and I'm successful. Okay, I don't know, bro. I would have to just. I don't know, bro. I'm a little indifferent about Anton, bro. Some people just rub you the wrong way. He rubs me the wrong way, man. And I tend to trust my gut in those moments. Not saying that I'm right. Let's see.
Definitely keep that gut. That's something I was respond to the chat like very highly. Like you keep that third eye. Whatever that gut was telling you, keep that third eye. So I'm not gonna say nothing ill about him because that's not the conversation. But you're 100% right on that one, 10,000%. So keep that third eye.
Comments are wild. I had one hater. I heard his comment, said thanks for feedback and deleted it. Facts. What if Fleece Johnson can do it? Y'all can do it. Facts. Let's see. My greatest moment is about that, but I fear him getting into it with someone and maybe not be able to talk his way out of the situation. That's one of my biggest fears. So that's why I'd be a little leery about him just like, no, Ninja. But you see, y'all gotta catch RM comment. RM be funny, bro. Theo, how did you get Lazy Boy? Yeah, that's how I think I told that story. I got him because I had a mouse I couldn't get rid of. That's why. Doesn't matter what community you're in, just have thick skin. Yeah, it don't matter, especially when speaking on topics. We can't please everyone. That's the other thing. Don't try to please everyone. Let's see. Salute to Don Lee. Thon's my guy. Ninja listening to soaking up the info. I do want to start a page. Man, go for it, bro. Ain't nothing special about me, man. This is one of my many accounts. And Michelle know about this. Congrats on your 20K. Michelle know about this, man. It's I'll just say this, man. You get demonetized all the time. I'll show you. Man, I've been connected with Rumble for all facts, brokerage traditions, and I heard you talking about IG beat on some bull, and then I know the real Stacey Prince. I don't know if you guys see this YouTube channel. I got him on the phone and shit. He hit me for a YouTube game. I mean, him was talking TikTok. I think he had like 10,000 followers. That he was telling him, we was talking. I'm like, man, TikTok don't pay no fucking money, man. And then I was telling him, like, man, I ain't fucking with this shit. And I was telling him about the first time I got a paycheck from YouTube for over $5,000 for a month. And he was like, nigga, what? $5,000 a month? I was like, bro, that's a long time ago, bro. So them shits don't pay no money, bro. I'm just not with it. To each his own, bro. If they ain't making no money, I'm not here for it. How YouTube is running out so sure with a lot of people moving to Rumble. Another platform, YouTube is shadow banning a lot of people. But YouTube is still where the money at, bro. No other platforms. Facebook is the only other platform where I think you can get some money from, get some real money from. No other platform play like YouTube, man. So it's kind of one of those things you gotta Rumble ain't paying. I just looked at my Rumble shit. I've been connected with Rumble for months now, man. I think I made like 16 cents on Rumble, man. You gotta have a big audience for that, man. Rumble's still a next startup too, man. YouTube.
I agree. Like it was a content creator I saw, but again, you have to use and learn the networking to your favor. I know somebody that do live like live TikToks and stuff, and it's pretty cool if you want to multi-stream on platforms like to get your message and your influence out there. That's pretty much the main one of it. But I seen this content creator. Let's say, for example, this content creator on YouTube had like 1,000 views live instantly when they started, but they was also streaming on other platforms, and they was literally like announcing on, let's say, TikTok, other platforms, other streams, like, hey, I'm about to cut this off and I'm going to YouTube. So y'all might as well come on there. They knew where to go. The link was already there. In less than 5 seconds, that's YouTube stream went from 1,000 to like 2,000 instantly from other multiple platforms. So this is how much support they got. This is how much support they got.
YouTube is the giant, bro. And unfortunately, you're gonna have to get with it, man. You're gonna have to. One of the things that I had to do, bro, I don't care about my live streams. I can show y'all my live streams. I will show y'all my live streams. My live streams get demonetized, bro. My live streams are always demonetized, but I don't care about that shit because live streams are different, bro. There's different. You do different shit on YouTube for different things. And yeah, excuse me.
Yeah. While he's getting up that, I'm gonna take like a 30-second intermission. All right. Let me take care of something real quick. So I do apologize. Let me take care of let me be the regular one. Yeah. So give me 30 seconds intermission. I'll be right back. Look how that works. All right. I appreciate it. So let's get back to the conversation.
Live streams are a little bit different, but all my live streams get demonetized. That's my ultimate point. But you make your money on video. That's the only thing that I've had to adjust to for YouTube. I had to start watching my language on my videos, my VODs, not the live streams. I don't give a fuck. Live streams get demonetized all the time. I'll show you. I'll show y'all my videos on my live streams, so y'all know. And I don't just be bullshit. We talking about videos being demonetized. My live streams are demonetized all the time. Let's see. Stop sharing this screen. I'm gonna present this one right here. Yeah, I don't know y'all can see. These are all my live streams. This is monetization. If y'all don't know my content, people don't make content creators. This is the back end of the content creator. It's the live stream we are right now. And these don't count these. These are like when I'm testing my live stream before we go. So these two don't count. This one and this one. These two don't actually count. But the rest of these are live streams. And here's the monetization. So the monetization comes in 3 terms. Green for fully monetized, yellow for partial, and red says it's ineligible for monetization. And yellow might as well be red because you don't make no money off that shit. So you can see my live streams. Let's see. We had one last week. They got fully monetized. And we actually had 2 in a row. We had 2 in a row. Then demonetized. Okay, that's on. Demonetized. That one's on. But shit, we all the way back in September. We a month ago. Demonetized. So I don't even be caring, bro. I don't even be caring about the live streams. But I do care once we those videos, because that's what I said. You do the VODs, man. So you notice in my VODs, I'll edit out curse words and things like that because
Hey, New York. Okay, happy birthday to the godmom. I appreciate you. See, this is a perfect example I was talking about. A good supporter of the show. She didn't have to make the comments in here. She didn't have to hit the video. She actually taken time out to hit the like button. A little warm comments. And same thing for what's her name? Sarah the Raging Tomato. Pop in and say hi. Can't stay, but I'm having a great stream. But have a great stream. Like little things like that. That's how you reach out to your supporters and you earn what you get, right? So that's pretty much it. Same thing like what's her name? Dogmatic came on through. First time in here. I appreciate her. She adds some value to the conversation. This is pretty much what you want in your chat. So again, happy birthday. Yeah, definitely happy birthday to Godmom. We pretty much bug out a lot in others in chat. So, and a little bit I've got to know you in other personal places. So I'm not gonna say I'm sure. She helped raise a very lovely daughter, and you enjoy your time with Godmom. Just don't drink too much. Yo, don't drink too much. That's all I have to say about that one. Man. I should have added that in the conversation for the soundboard because I have my own little sounds here too, like the Joker laughing. Like little stuff like that. So yeah, but we're gonna cut this short. So it's like some stuff that he was explaining about the demonetization. I think I had like a question here too, so I want to make sure I get the question out. It's a very good question here too, because me and him pretty much watch. I think he's a member from Lead Attorney.
I wanted to actually turn that into a short, and that's one of the things I got to get back to my shorts, man. I could blow up my channel doing shorts, man, but it's just work. I heard rumors about Grey Pill says I heard rumors about back and forth. I heard rumors back and forth with people I knew via CC and non-CC. Did you take TLA course? How much was it worth? And at what level? Great question, bro. All right. So here's the deal. TLA has a couple courses. TLA has the masterminds class. Every single person in here, if you're a content creator, I don't think there's a content creator here larger than myself. If you guys are smaller content creators, I suggest all y'all go over and take the Lead Attorney's course. And when I said I don't get no money from this shit, I ain't never had a conversation with TLA outside of YouTube. I never emailed them or DM'd them. I don't get no money off this shit. It's dope because I think Mona D's in there. Mona D's in there. I know Michonne was in there at one point, but I suggest it's $50 a month. I suggest everybody take his class, especially if you're a small YouTuber, because you can go in there and ask all the goddamn questions you want. You have other YouTubers, and the majority of them are black. There's some other people. It's not like anybody's excluded, but the majority of them are black content creators. And then you can ask the Lead Attorney questions, directly. So I suggest everybody take his course. But I'm still in this course, even though I don't really be in classes as often as I should be. But it's $50 a month for his course. Now, the TLA has a secondary class. He drops a secondary course where he teaches you how to. He has a live streaming course and he has an advanced live streaming course. And in an advanced live streaming course, it teaches you the methods on how to how to garner more donations. That's the big reason people buy it. Here's my deal. I bought TLA's course. His course was $800. I did not pay it for $800. I called him when he was on sale. He had it on sale a couple weeks ago. No, maybe over a month ago. He was doing some celebration. maybe he hit 300 or something. He was celebrating something, and he was getting a hella discount on the course. The course was only $300. That's when I bought that bitch. I bought it for $300. But let me tell you this, bro. Again, I'm not affiliated with him. I don't have no reason to say this, bro. TLA ain't like he my nigga or anything like that. I don't know him like that. His $300, it was $300 for me. I suggest even buy it if it's $800. If you don't catch it on sale for $800, here's what's so dope about that course. I bought that shit a month ago. I haven't even got to, it's a long course, and he locks each one, so you got to play the entire thing before you can move on to the next one. And the reason he did that was because people going to jump automatically to the super chats. Here's my point that I said all that to say this. That course, Great Pill, I had to admit, bro, I was blown the fuck away. His course about the super chats and all that kind of shit is so fucking good. And here's why I say that. I have yet to even get to the super chat part. It's so much game in there, man. And that's the thing, man. Again, I hate when people don't want to spend money. Now, don't give me twist. $800 is a lot of money for a course. It is, but this is just an investment, man. If you want to grow your channel, you're going to have to invest in that shit. It's so much game in his course, bro. I had it for about I haven't went back and watched it recently. I've had this course for about 6 weeks to 2 months. But I was blown away about how much game is in there before you even get to the super chat shit, bro. It's so much. It's game, bro, that watching his clip made me change my mentality about the YouTube shit. I'm like, nigga, I'm gonna be up here streaming. I'm gonna be up here for 20 years doing this shit. And his course, bro, again, I haven't even got to the super chat. I haven't even seen the super chat shit myself yet. I'm like, yeah, I'll get there one day. But it was so much game in this course before that, though. I vouch for it, bro. I vouch for it. Get the damn course. I didn't want to spend the $800 on that bitch. I called him one day. He was having a sale, and that shit was on $300. So yeah, appreciate you, Tristan Smith. I got to get my VA claim, bro. I got to get my VA claim. Let's see if I missed. I think I missed one. Let me see super chats. Hey yo, what the fuck? Yams. Fuck Yams they was talking about. I'll miss what he's talking about. I think we had a couple different conversations going on over here. Appreciate you, Twisted Smith, man. What you got, bro? That $20 bomb, man. He said Angry Man is the GOAT. I've been listening to him for about a month, and I've been watching him like I did with KS videos. I don't just give my money to anyone, but with you and him, I always show some love. I appreciate you, Tristan Smith, man, very much, bro. That's dope, man. I appreciate it, man.
Salute to the squad. Appreciate you bringing me up, and I'm signing out.
Oh, no doubt. Appreciate you, Dave.
No doubt.
Get you in the chat, bro. Appreciate you. Let's see what we got here. What's going on, Najaya? Can you hear me, bro?
Commander Coop.
What's going on, bro?
Chilling, man.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. Let's see what you got, man. Let me see in these chats, right? See if I missed any chats. On my job, I can work much better and quickly listen to the podcast. What you got, Grey Pill? Let's see. Grey Pill says, I was blessed and lucky to have you on my panel for my 1K celebration. Salute to you, Grey Pill. Yeah, man, that's dope, bro. I remember Grey Pill. I remember certain people, man, we just got connected, like Grey Pill. And then salute to the homie Smoking Talk. I remember Smoking Talk was just in Thon's chat one day, and I'm a moderator over there. And I just drop people links because I know outside of RM, Thon doesn't really have a lot of moderators in there. And then we just end up coming connected, man. So make sure you guys check out Grey Pill as well. What's going on, Najaya?
Not much, man. I just want to...
All right, we're gonna end it there. Yeah, my bad. I apologize, Dogmatic and a big Sunsu said be back. Yeah, we're pretty much done with the stream, but I just wanted to share that real quick because I thought it was an interesting conversation and it's members only. We talk about content creators, content creations, because a lot of people, everybody got their rhymes and reasons, and I hear people like long stroke, just pretty much a straightforward answer, which is the only answer is to just do it. And then once you just do your content, you build from there. I get it. A lot of people have like an overthinking of like, hey, what kind of mic should I get? What kind of camera should I get? Like you're asking like, to me, I don't want to say it's the dumbest question. It's just because there's no such thing as a dumb question, but you're asking all the silly questions. Like if you want a camera for your podcast or for YouTube, use YouTube to get the information. Like that doesn't make any sense. Everybody streams almost for everything. YouTube is like 1,000 plus large of you in YouTube. There's always a section, a sector, a space of YouTube. If you want to learn how to cut grass properly, there's people that talk about cutting grass. If you want to learn how to make mulch properly, there's like multiple videos on how to make mulch. If you want to get a camera, there's like 5 different cameras and they will tell you the price. If they don't tell you the price, look up the actual name and Google it. This is part of doing the homework. Google and look up the name of the type of camera it is, and you can compare prices, right? But if you say, hey, I want a affordable and a cheap camera, look that up in YouTube. It is there. I've seen 5 cameras that show you the quality, what it does, a DLSR camera, a webcam camera, just a regular basic camera, or just use your phone as a camera. We said this earlier in chat. There's options that you can compare the prices. Now, we could say, let's say, for example, if you don't have the money, say, hey, I want to use a phone. The old Apples and the current Samsungs are great quality phones for cameras. You just want to use just for the camera. If you can't afford it, you don't want to spend $1,000 because that's pretty much what you're going to get. If you get a contract for Apple, Samsung, all them, whatever phones it is, you're going to be pretty much buying for the contract over phone or just paying $500 plus just for the phone, then get another contract for the prepaid or whatever the case may be. You can go to Facebook Market or some little local bargain, whatever store or whatever they have you, and you can get one like for $100 used, $200 because it's used. And you're only using it for the camera, so why not, right? You got webcams, 1080p plus higher, very good quality. I have one. Logitech is a very good one. I'm pretty sure the model I have is probably cheaper now than it was over a year ago. So that's another option. But don't overthink it when it comes to cameras. You can use your phone. You get a webcam. Look up the comparison of webcam. Look at the comparison of prices. Less than $100 easy. Or if you see the same one, look up somewhere else. You might get a nice little hand-me-down. You're good to go. All right? Or go to Walmart. Walmart is very quick to give you a refund if it doesn't work out like in 30 days. You could use that money to add on something else and pay like an extra $10. Mic, same thing. Do your homework on each mic. Like, hey, what kind of mic? Do your homework. Me, Yeti is a go-to, plug and play. Anything else is pretty much you have to download and fix and get all this extra stuff like this bad boy here. You have to get this, get your mic, get the cord, plug that together. This got to be connected to your PC. Then from your PC, you got to have the app and all the stuff. You got to register. So you're asking for a lot. Is it simple for most of us? Yes. But if you're just talking about just easy steps for like a camera, a mic, and this, then there you go. Now, if you want to upgrade and go to something like a little bit more professional, like a condenser mic, a presser mic, a Shure mic, which everybody think they want to do, that's fine too. Again, Better gave an option of his comparison on his budget. If you can't reach up to that, you don't got it. Okay, I wouldn't say go get a student loan. Don't get a personal loan to just like, hey, I'm gonna start YouTube. That's dumb. I don't usually like to use that word, but that's just dumb. Don't use your income tax to do it either, because that's dumb too. So there's budgets. I'm saying the budget $200-$300 for a decent laptop. Look for a gaming laptop. You can edit, do all the stuff on it, keep up with your viruses. $70 to $100 for a decent webcam, but you use your phone, that's free. Or you can find some other places a mic, $70-$80 for the Yeti, and then you can upgrade. Just do the homework. Shout out to, I apologize, Dogmatic and Big Dick. I was muted. It muted me. Shout out to StreamYard. So I'm not going to even repeat myself on that one. Lee says, why is Fresh Fit want to be demonetized again on YouTube? Again, I thought it was just once and done. They got their I don't know. I can't speak on. I don't think I make Fresh and Fit a topic. I don't think I make them a topic, but I have no clue what Fresh and Fit does. Fresh and Fit does whatever Fresh and Fit does. Me personally, I just wish their whole channel would just go, but I don't know. That's just my personal thing on it. I will be reacting to a few of the shenanigans they've been doing lately, because I heard about that, which is crazy. Anywho, appreciate your guys. I give like 2-3 hours, and I'll definitely be back doing another stream. All right, because I have that time today. So thank y'all again for coming on through. Definitely appreciate. Happy birthday again to that girl New York, to her godmother. It's her birthday today. Appreciate Lee for coming through. Definitely appreciate Son Honeyberry Studio for coming on through. Said to be back later. So later we will have another stream. Shout out to Dog Fanatic for coming on through. So I appreciate the new subscribers coming on through in the chat, engaging with us. So we're gonna have another interesting topic for later tonight. Definitely is an honor, like always, for Man Tomorrow to come on through to grace my chats. Appreciate Digby for stepping on up for the doing the mod thing. Marcus not here right now. He might be here later tonight. So Marcus said, Digby says YouTube made their line blue. I wouldn't make a big investment just so you can have a start again with it. Yeah, I wouldn't either. And I have two. I have the gamer sign this one. Like I said, I'm pretty much on the same fence with Coop with this one. This is pretty much an investment. Somebody said like it's a hobby. It could be a both. You can have a hobby / business too. But you got to understand everything that comes with it. That's one. You got to understand YouTube. You got to understand the algorithm. Got to understand the shorts. Got to understand all the elements that come to YouTube, what you're trying to do. But if you're just like, hey, I just want to press and record and just talk, go ahead and do that too. There's nothing wrong with it, but just understand your intentions when you come on YouTube. Digby said you have to have a good job if you think you can make a job. But yeah, I agree. Because most people, like, honestly, I'm gonna be honest, Digby, I see, and this is my opinion, I see a lot of women content creators, and they're very popular with their subscribers and their viewership. And a lot of them, for me, they have the time because either they're they're housewives, or they got like career. Is one I follow. She's a stand-up comedian, so she got the time to actually be on the platform. I just don't have the time. Like, so if I have, but I have to make the time. So if I make the time to say, again, felt like getting up, felt like I scheduled for 11:12, but I say, it is, I don't feel like it. Rescheduled for 3 because I said, you know what? I said I was going to do it. Even somebody early in the comment, I think it was like Harley Dad in the comments, like, you're late, which I was, but okay, that's something different. But my schedule's like a little bit differently and more balance to actually I can pump out content, trust me, it'd be like twice, 3 times a day, or it'd be like how Do Better did in the beginning. He was pumping out content. I think he said he did 5 days a week pumping out content, and he did that for like 4 to 6 months straight. And then once his channel got to where it need to be, then he had a set schedule. So I think like let's say for example, right now it changed a little bit, but right now he'll do like 7:30 in the morning. He'll do a stream for like 2-3 hours. And then once he's done with that, he go on his daily life. Like I think right now his routine is like stream in the morning, 2-3 hours, go hit the gym, goes to do some other activity like pay a bill or something like that. And then he's good for the day. But if something comes up, again, with the content creator hat on, if something comes up like, oh, there's some content to be made and it's like a must now thing and he got the time, he'll go ahead and do a live and do the have the conversation right there. That's pretty much how I go because he has the time. Now, again, everybody's different. His actual life and YouTube life is different than mine. So my life is like a 9 to 5. His like, hey, this is an army guy. He served his country. You know, clearly that's a check. He, you know, he's a dad. He got real estate investments, so he got some stuff, a little nice little egg he's building on. So he got that on the side, so he actually can make the time for do that. So it's out there. People just have to find the time, but I would definitely suggest putting in money thinking that you're going to get somewhere and it doesn't work out for you. Then you're going to be very bitter, very, very bitter, screaming and yelling on on YouTube. All right. So that being said, I appreciate everybody for coming on through. Hit the like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will catch you, I guess, I would say I'm making a few more hours from, let's say 2 hours from now. So appreciate you guys. Thank y'all and for coming out.
I know you're out there. I can feel you now. I know that you're afraid. You're afraid of us. You're afraid of change. I don't know the future. I didn't come here to tell you how this is going to end. I came here to tell you how it's going to begin. I'm going to hang up this phone, and then I'm going to show these people what you don't want them to see. I'm going to show them a world without you. A world without rules and controls, without borders or boundaries. A world where anything is possible. Where we go from there is a choice I leave to you.